Welcome in everybody to the Top Rope Renegades. I am Kurt, that is RK, and we are here to bring you everything wrestling with this week in wrestling. I want to start off this show with a shout out to RK. He is the most brilliant person I have met, and without him, this would be nothing. I would be nobody. I appreciate all you do, man.
Wow, that's amazing, Kurt. What you're looking like 5-6 years younger. What did you do? And are you in your car right now? I mean, we're trying to do a show here. Awesome. I mean, that's amazing that you said those things about me. That's I appreciate you too, man. That's wow. Thank you. That's just
Nah, man. Seriously. You are the mastermind behind all of this. My biggest fear is that when we make it big, you'll go on to a singles career and leave this.
No.
what?
No. What the fuck was that? What
What
was
are you
that?
talking about? What?
No.
Dude, what's the problem? I'm saving you the time and effort of having to show up. I can just do that for you from now on.
So you're going to replace me with AI.
I mean, it's obviously possible.
So you already do all this work, right? And then what you'll do is you'll get an AI me and have to do more work to type in what you want the AI me to say.
Yeah. Never mind. I'm glad to have you here, man. Yeah, we'll just keep it like this. I think. Yeah.
It's probably for the best.
That's
Quiet on set. Places, everybody. And action.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to This Week in Wrestling with the Top Rope Renegades. My name is Kurt. That is RK. We're here to bring you all of the fun from the professional wrestling landscape this past week, as well as have some fun ourselves, even if that means making your buddy sound like an AI robot, because apparently that's just fun and games.
Dude, that's scary shit, man. I could have fed it like audio recordings of your voice, and it would have like duplicated your voice.
AI is insane. It's insane. It's out of control. I've seen iRobot, RK. I know how this shit ends. Okay, let's just not go down that path. With that being said, we got a good amount of wrestling to get into. 2 shows this past week: NXT, Raw, SmackDown, all those good shows. Previews really coming up. We're on the road to Saturday night's main event, Evolution, Bash at the Beach, all that fun stuff coming soon, as well as All In Texas taking place this coming weekend as well. But besides that, I don't really know if I have much more to add.
After All In airs, we'll have to watch a replay of the Kenny Omega Okada match.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the other matches too, if they're like absolute bangers.
Yeah. New setups going, rocking, new PCs. I guess it's fair to say we can officially confirm we did this once before. We tried to confirm this for the channel. But I think officially we can say and confirm gaming is coming to the channel.
That
After
yep.
after hard working and trying to figure out and troubleshoot and all this goodness, we finally got that down and we started to record some gameplay for the channel. First game that will be coming to the channel is Split Fiction, a game by Hazelight Studios. We played that, started to play that, and it's a great game. And yeah, we finally have ironed out all the issues and we're able to record gameplay. And it looked good, sounded good, and we had fun doing it. So stay tuned to the channel for that. Video games, why not come to the channel? I know I'm excited. Arcade tonight at midnight drops NCAA College Football 26. I love that game, but I realized something. I logged into my Steam account. That game is not on PC.
Nope.
Not a PC game. So I just pre-ordered it on my PlayStation. So the PlayStation will still have its perks for some.
Wasn't last year's like riddled with glitches?
Mm-mm. I mean, they just it wasn't. It was nostalgia is what really sold it last year, because they hadn't made one since 2014. So it was cool to have it back. They've added some stuff, fixed some stuff, all that good stuff. So looking forward to playing.
Okay,
it.
well,
Yeah.
Since we're not just talking about wrestling today on a wrestling show, I'll keep that in mind for when we get into things.
Yeah, no, we are of course going to talk about wrestling.
No, you opened up a can of worms now, Kurt.
Hey, it's called Set in the Landscape. It's called Intros. It's called Set in Landscapes. And I didn't even need AI to do it.
I'll set landscapes. Don't you worry.
And I didn't even need AI to do it.
I'll paint pictures of cities and whatnot. You'll see.
Burn them down. PPG. All right. With that being said, I guess we should dive into all the fun games we do to start the show. That is 20 questions. We each pick a random wrestler. Both of us try and guess who that person's individual wrestler is. See if we can knock it out or see if we fail in a blaze of glory. Per usual, I will start asking the questions. Okay, you're good. Got your person picked out.
Let's go.
Alrighty.
Let's go.
Please start out basic every time. But is your wrestler a female?
Yes, this wrestler is not a female.
Ooh, not what? Why you got to make it difficult? All right.
I answered the question.
Is he part of the WWE currently?
Yes.
Yes, he is. All right. I guess I should ask: is he currently a champion in the WWE?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. This could get easy. I could pull something I rank. Let's just do the thing. Is it Gunther?
No.
Is it Solo Sikoa?
Nope.
Is it? Should I know all the champions off the top of my head? I should. Is it John Cena? It's not John Cena.
Nope.
Is it any version of John Cena?
Nope.
Is it Obafemi?
Nope.
Yeah, look right down there. Okay.
You know, there's more than 20 champions in all of WWE, so this is a bad road to go.
Huh? I said,
There's
is
more than-
he a current champion in WWE?
Yeah, and there's more than 20 champions in all of WWE. You got LFG champions, you got Evolve champions, you got.
Oh, we're not doing that.
We got Raw champions, we got champions.
We're not doing that. You can't do that. You cannot do that.
The WWE venue. We made this rule last time that anything that's under the WWE banner counts. They're all under the WWE banner.
Is he active on the main roster in WWE?
No.
Is this Ethan Page?
No.
Is this person active in NXT?
Yes.
Is this Stax?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. I got to it. You gotta help me out there, but the venue. Yeah, I get you. I thought we made the thing like the world champion, like champions. I guess I didn't say world champion.
No, you said
Guess I
champion
didn't
in
say-
WWE.
I guess I didn't say. Yeah, that's fair. All right, well, I'll take it. I wonder how quick you'll get mine. We will find out.
I gave you an easy one this week because last week I gave you Titus.
Yeah, last week was rough. All right, go for it, man. This one, see how you get it.
Is this wrestler non-female?
This wrestler's a female. All right, it's a lady.
Is this wrestler active in WWE?
Yes, she is.
Is this female wrestler that's active in the WWE a world champion?
She is not.
Has she been world champion?
She has not.
Has she been a champion in WWE?
She has not.
Is this Jordan Grace?
She is not. It's not Jordan Grace.
Is this wrestler active in NXT?
Yep, she is.
Is this Thea Hale?
It is Thea Hale. It is Thea Hale. For those of you that care, yeah, I draw the wrestlers I choose from random, and I shuffle them up. And Thea Hale was the card that got pulled today. So Thea Hale. It was between her. I always do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It was between her or Kevin Nash. I only did Kevin Nash on that one. It's pretty simple. Pretty easy. Pretty chill. Pretty chill 20 questions this week. Apologies if I'm down a bit. My head's pounding, but coffee's helping. Thank you, okay, for that.
Yeah, you'll live.
Oh yeah, I gotta do this blind ranking crap again.
Let's go with the AEW World Championship.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'm with it.
So top 5, we are gonna go with Kenny Omega.
Is it fair to put Kenny? No, you know what? Actually, 2.
Wow, that's wild. Who do you think is better than Omega?
2. Nobody's better than Omega. Based on the reign, 2.
All right, we got Heyman, Adam Page.
I'm really trying to think of the AEW champions in my head about who's won it and whatnot. 4 for Hangman.
Okay.
4. I don't know who's going to be on this list, so that's where I'm getting afraid.
Let's go with Jon Moxley.
5. I've hated every single second about this current reign that he's on. So
almost everybody, unless you're an AEW meathead. Yeah.
Go to the bottom. Go to 5.
Chris Jericho.
I'll put him at 3 in hopes to see who 1 is. I think Chris was the inaugural AEW champion, so that held some weight, doesn't it?
Who do you think I got coming in at number 1 for you?
Swerve or MJF?
MJF.
I think MJF is a fair number 1. He held it for a long time. He had a fun story with Adam Cole throughout.
So MJF has held the title. No, MJF has held the title for a total of 406 days. Jon Moxley has held it for 612 days plus. He's like a 3-time champion.
That's combined, yeah.
Yeah. MJF had the longest reign at 406 days. He's only held it once.
How long did Kenny have it for?
Kenny had it for 346 days.
Okay. Yeah, that was
just shy of a year.
That was when he was on the belt collector run, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm okay with Kenny.
But anyway, so your list is MJF, Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, Adam Page, and Jon Moxley. I would swap Jon Moxley and Adam Page.
Okay.
And I would swap Kenny Omega and MJF.
Fair. My reason for Moxley being at the bottom. Just for this current reign. It's complete dog shit. This Death Riders thing is terrible. It's so bad.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
Part of the reason I stopped watching.
Okay, so that takes care of the AEW World Champion. Let's go with ECW World Heavyweight Champion.
All right, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough for me. Not an East. I mean, all right, but I think I got it. I think I've watched enough to know.
Oh, get away, ad! I don't want you here. I can't see what I'm trying to do. Go away. Freaking ads. Okay. We are going to start with Raven.
Okay, this is gonna be tough for me. I'm putting Raven in the middle. No, 4. Go Raven.
That's a wild take, but okay.
He should probably be higher. But understand, I did not watch ECW in its heyday.
We got the Sandman.
Same as a legend.
Remember when he first came to when ECW and WWE cross paths and the Vince McMahon thing, the interaction when Sandman first showed up?
I didn't watch ECW that hard. 3. 3. There may be a
3.
sneaker on here. Legend. So is Raven.
Hey, we have ECW legend Shane Douglas.
5.
Wow, legend, absolute legend. The most combined days holding that title. Next we have Taz.
Taz is a legend. I'll put him at 2. Let's have fun. Who's number 1?
Who do you think number 1 is?
Ooh, Tommy Dreamer, Sabu, RVD,
Christian.
Okay, yeah, this list is fucked. This list is so chalked. This list, throw it away. Throw the list away. ECW was before my time, and then when it did reemerge is when I watched it, and it was shit when it came back. Christian was like champion. Bobby Lashley was ECW champion.
So Shane Douglas held it for 875 days. The Sandman held it for a total of 448 days. Raven was at 379 days. Me personally, I'd have Raven at number 1. He was, if you think of ECW, you think of Raven. Like, seriously. Also Tommy Dreamer, of course. Shane Douglas, absolute legend of ECW. But Raven's who I always go to. And then you got Taz at 261 days and Christian at 248 days. So he held it for quite a while.
Yeah. Yeah, ECW. When you say ECW, my mind thinks of Rob Van Dam, the Bubbas, the Dudleys,
the Bubbas,
Dudley, the Dudleys, Dreamer, Sabu, Sandman, and Raven. Raven's on there for sure.
Raven's legend. When he crossed over in WWE, I was pumped. He never really had the same success as he did in ECW. And a lot of those guys didn't. I mean, you can only think of a few like Taz, the Dudleys, Rob Van Dam.
Taz really didn't have that much success though. Taz really,
yeah, but Taz got over as fuck quick.
He got over and then he became a commentator.
Yeah. CM Punk, of course, the greatest crossover of all time.
Is that the biggest from ECW?
I would say so.
It's him.
Paul Heyman brought him in, and he knew as soon as he brought him in, WWE was going to want him.
Because RVD got over as shit.
Yeah, I still think CM Punk is way more. If you ask most people who RVD is, like that are non-wrestling fans, they'd be like, "Who?" But you say CM Punk, I guarantee you, 50% of people who don't follow wrestling would probably know who the hell CM Punk is.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
There's some names that just transcend the business, you know.
It's true. CM Punk. All right. Well, with that being said, we're kind of moving and grooving here through the opening segments to push forward to the news segment of things. It is the news, the rumors, the innuendo. It's all in here. It is the hit piece from the past week here. First headline reads, is Britt Baker being held hostage? Body Slam, is that Body Slam or Batty? Bodyslam.net says that Britt Baker is actively seeking...
today. My bad.
That's what I thought. Britt Baker is actively seeking to part ways with AEW. Tony Khan is not looking to release Britt Baker from her contract. In fear, partly because he doesn't want her to debut with WWE in her hometown of Pittsburgh or at Evolution. Both Fightful Select and PW Insider have denied these claims, citing sources saying, it's news to us, and there have been no discussions about Britt exiting the company, or asking for release, or even being close to being contractually free. Hard to believe that from two different dirt sheets that are 100% pro AEW, and also based on the fact that she has not been on TV since November of last year. Free Britt Baker. If she shows up in WWE,
it's perfect. Everything's fine according to PW Insider and Fightful Select. Everything's fine.
If Britt shows up in WWE, I found my new faith. I love Britt Baker.
If she shows up at Evolution, that'd be wild. I don't think it's gonna happen because Tony Khan's a petty bitch. But another thing, and I'll get to it in the news, but Paige has been denying that she's been in talks with WWE, but I guarantee you 99.9% she shows up at Evolution.
AJ Lee posted on her Instagram story, and she had on her old boots and knee pads.
But I swear, I'm calling it now. Paige shows up at WWE on Evolution.
I can see it, Evolution, the Battle Royal.
because she's denying it behemothly for like the last 2 months that she has not been in talks with WWE. My ass, you have not been in talks.
Who would be the biggest pop though?
Paige,
Would it-
probably.
More than AJ Lee?
I think so.
We've already done the song and dance with Paige before though. Or
I
she
think
was hurt.
Paige would get the bigger pop. I think
Maybe.
she'd get the bigger pop.
Maybe. Britt would
AJ,
get a pop.
It'd be damn close. Britt might
Brit-
get a pop. Britt might
Brit-
get a pop. I'm
She'd
not
get a
sure
pop.
she would. The casual fan probably doesn't know who Britt Baker is.
That's true. That's true.
The casual
Paige
fan
would.
knows who Paige is. The casual
No,
fan
AJ
knows who AJ Lee is. But the casual fan will not know who Britt Baker is.
Brie Bella showing up though. That could be a big
That's
one.
already a foregone conclusion that's going to happen, though.
Maybe. At Evolution.
I would think so.
Because isn't Tiffany's defending against Trish
Yeah.
and Io and Rhea.
Yeah.
What if Nikki shows up on Raw? And
Well, they had a
Nikki-
whole program. That's why this 4-way tag team match
Yeah.
is happening, which Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair are going to win. Dude, SmackDown killed this week. I know you didn't watch it. I watched it today. Killed it. Fucking 2-hour time is right where SmackDown needs to sit. They fucking killed it. Charlotte, I'm a Charlotte fan again. She fucking crushed it on SmackDown this week. Unreal. We'll get to it, but Charlotte was looking fantastic, and she might be a babyface soon again. It's like, holy fuck, is she being cool? What's going on? SmackDown
I've always
killed
loved Charlotte. Let's move forward here to the next headline. Are you okay? Sean Ross Sapp posted on X after Dynamite this week, quoting a line from Jon Moxley on the show. People call themselves the best wrestler in the world. That's basic bitch shit. I'm so much more than that. Sean, do you post every piece of dialogue on the show or just what it's about WWE? So here to show on RK's doll real quick where WWE touched Sean Ross Sapp so bad that it has caused him emotional damage is RK. So we'll go ahead and bring
I'm showing it. Okay.
yeah.
Well,
So,
I mean,
hold on.
I
Here we go.
didn't really have any Sean Ross Sapp dolls, but I was looking for a clown doll. I couldn't really find one, but I mean, this is pretty
Okay.
close to a clown, right?
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be demonstrating where Sean Ross Sapp got.
Yeah. Let's
Was
see.
it like here, Sean? Was it here?
Was it
Maybe
there?
did you get a little tingly here?
No,
Was it
no.
was it the bum a little bit?
Was it the
Or
buttocks?
was it here?
Oh,
Was
that's
it? It was
a
here,
no-no
wasn't it,
That's
Sean?
no-no
Yeah,
square.
that's
That's
a
a
no-no
no-no
square. Don't touch me there.
That's a no-no square. Yeah, but yeah, Sean Ross Sapp and his vendetta with WWE is a little weird. He's also been very weird on social media recently. Don't know why or what's crawled up his ass, but he's turned into even more of a dick than normal.
Like
And
seriously,
yeah,
why would you just randomly post that? Like you're obviously taking a shot at WWE. Get over it. Did you
He
like
does
apply to be a writer there and they said go fuck yourself? Like what's going on?
Him, Dave Meltzer with the every
Sean
time
Ross
he posts,
Sapp is worse than Dave Meltzer. Fuck that.
he's starting to get there. I will say what Dave did that made me laugh was he would post the ratings for AEW and be like, well, here's what it went this head, blah, 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 blah. NXT did. Nothing else? Nope, just what AEW. Okay, got it.
Got
Sounds
it.
good. It's ridiculous. Is Cody Rhodes
Guile.
Guile? While there has been no official announcement, a Deadline article listing the cast members of the upcoming Street Fighter reboot movie includes Cody Rhodes playing the uber patriotic American soldier Guile. This may confirm an earlier rumor this week that said that Cody Rhodes may be in negotiation to play the character. I think Roman is also in this.
Roman is in it. He's playing. We talked about this in the news a while ago. Who was he playing? I can't remember right now. But nonetheless, Guile. If you look at his character in life, he's got a big old American flag tattooed on his shoulder. Cody Rhodes with the big old fucking thing on his neck will work perfectly.
Akuma.
But yeah,
Sorry,
Akuma.
Roman
That's
Reigns.
right. Jason Momoa is also in that movie.
Does Guile not look like the main one of the main toy soldiers from the movie Toy Soldiers?
This is the best picture I could find. All the other ones were kind of messed up, but
Oh.
Cody Rhodes can pull off Guile. He's Jean-Claude Van Damme played Guile in the
Mhm.
first Street Fighter movie that critically
What
panned, but I happen to love it because it's campy as fuck.
What else is Cody coming in? It's just it's a small appearance. Is it the new Naked Gun reboot or something?
Yeah, he plays a bartender who gets his face smashed in by Liam Neeson.
Yeah, it looks like a Naked Gun movie, to a T. Yeah, though, good for Cody getting some acting jobs, acting gigs. Do you think he would have ever got there with AEW?
No.
No.
Well, no, that's not entirely true because I mean, Camille was. By the way, little lip service to Queen of the Rain. Fantastic fucking movie. Watch it.
Mm.
Fantastic movie. But Camille's in that. Tony Storm's in it. It's a good fucking movie. Charlotte Flair was supposed to be in that movie, but Vince McMahon pulled her from it, and then they got all weird, and Queen of the Ring got all pissy that WWE was trying to sabotage them. I don't know. Vince McMahon's in the fucking movie, not Junior, Senior. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, teach their own.
I don't know. Good movie though. Good movie. Watch it. Good movie.
Definitely played Street Fighter. I don't think I watched the first movie.
Great movie.
But
it's campy as fuck. It's campy. It's so bad, but it's so good.
I'll check this out. Why not? It may be bad. It could be terrible, but we'll see what happens. I mean, maybe it's great. Maybe it's a box office hit. Doubtful.
I highly doubt that, but it'll be fun.
Alrighty, that's the headlines, and it's time for Rocky to do his thing and get into the news while I look up any updates from around the world.
Dave Meltzer said that the fan who asked CM Punk to apologize about his previous comments about Saudi Arabia was obviously planted because someone wanted him to apologize.
Yeah, I saw the video clip of Dave Meltzer talking about this. He's like, I don't really want to dive into it that much, but I talked to a couple sources, and this is what I heard, and I think it was obviously a plan. It was all put in place. So when Punk went over there, he would say that. I don't know. That was my attempt on a Meltzer impression, but
you needed to be more old and gravelly. Otis recently underwent arthroscopic elbow surgery to figure out exactly what the issue is, and he's not currently expected to miss much time, but that could always change. A source close to the production has provided details on Netflix's WWE Unreal to post wrestling and compared the docuseries to NFL's films Hard Knocks. They say filming is already underway for a second season, which are both planned for an early 2026 release.
Yeah, I remember we talked about this in the past, and what made me laugh was people like, we're really just pulling the curtain all the way back. Well, you're not learning anything. It's already been pulled back, and this is just stuff we've already seen. It's literally stuff building up to what WrestleMania, I think, is the final episode I read. It's just stuff that's way past, and it's just here. Here's a little inside thing. It's no different than Netflix also does the starting five with the NBA. Yep. They pick 5 players, which heartbreak on the way and not watching the last episode of that fucking one because Tyrese Halliburton was a part of it, and it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Which, besides the fact that I'm a Pacer fan, think about Netflix for a second here. They did the starting 5 with these players, and it just so happened that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Tyrese Halliburton were in it, and both their teams went to the very last game of the NBA season. They got filming to the very last fucking game. Netflix knocked that out of the park. So I'm gonna fucking watch it. We'll probably watch it and review it. Fuck, I mean,
I think this will be a deeper dive than we've gotten in the past, like rather like 24, like WrestleMania 24 or 24 hours or whatever it is.
I know in the past you've been like, I don't really like certain things.
I don't like it, but I do enjoy it. But I don't like that kayfabe's been destroyed. But I cannot like it, but I come to the real fact that it's just what it is. Like, what are you going to do about it?
I love behind the scenes shit. I do. I just love seeing the ins and outs.
I think because it's Netflix, we're gonna get a deep fucking dive. I think. And the 5 episodes of season 1 have been given their descriptions. They are the Raw Netflix premiere.
Yep.
The Royal Rumble. The Women's Roster. John Cena's heel turn at Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania 41.
Ooh, all those episodes are intriguing. All of them.
The fact that they got a whole episode on the women's roster is just showing why WWE is the deepest women's roster in wrestling.
Which episode would you look forward to most? The heel turn one?
No, honestly, probably the Raw Netflix premiere. We just lost Kurt. I don't know where Kurt went. We are going to pause this and we'll come
I'm
back.
back. Hey, that guy's
Never mind, we're not pausing. What the hell is going on over
the
there?
camera just said I don't want to talk anymore for a second. We're good. I'm back. Hey, how you doing? That was weird.
Okay, anyways, I was gonna say probably the Netflix premiere and the women's roster.
Yeah. The WrestleMania one intrigued
The
me.
Netflix premiere, it just seems like it was a bunch of chaos getting that to go off without a hitch.
Oh, and it's literally Netflix. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm interested to see the ins and outs and following them around and seeing, because I think there was the leaks or whatever from the trailer where they showed like the match builds and stuff, like who was supposed to face who and all this other shit, and none of that happened. I don't know. I also wonder if Triple H is also still leaning into kayfabe a little bit, where he's going to drop shit in there just to make the fans think and overthink about things. He's in touch with the fucking social side of things.
Possibly. I
do
mean, he's been throwing curveballs left and right to keep dirt sheets off the fucking scent, so it's possible.
Yeah.
This is going back to Soraya, aka Paige. She told the Orlando Sentinel this week that she hasn't had any conversation with WWE about making a return to the company. Like I said, that's probably a bunch of bullshit.
Let me take my hat off and put it back on because that's cap. I think that's cap.
Sean Ross Sapp was asked about Orange Cassidy's return to AEW. He said Cassidy's not expected back in the ring anytime soon and reiterated that it's believed that Cassidy suffered a torn pec earlier this year. Just another injury in AEW. There seems to be a lot of those going around. Octagon Jr. I think I talked about this last week, but it has been made official. He has officially signed a WWE contract according to bodyslam.net, or as Kurt likes to say, and as I spelled it, baddyslam.net. The AAA Luchador is no longer taking independent bookings.
Yeah, I think we did hit on that a little bit last week. Yeah, he's coming over to the main WWE stuff.
Forgetful Select says that WWE will hit Saudi Arabia for 3 PLEs in 2026. We know that one of those for sure is the 2026 Royal Rumble.
Yeah, not looking forward to that.
3 of them next year, Kurt.
I don't care about these one-off shows. The Royal Rumble is what's going to irritate me. Just saying. I feel like it's gonna. The women's Royal Rumble mainly is what's going to piss me off. It's just the crowd. I hope the crowd is actually alive and well for this. I also wonder if North American, even European fans travel to this show for it. Maybe. But I don't know the setup. I don't know if it's strictly.
No, there's definitely some white people in the crowd there.
All right, well, good. I hope they.
There wasn't a lot of them. There was like one sprinkle. It's like trying to find a black person in Canada, but I mean, you know.
Oh, that's. Can you say that?
There's not. It's cold up here. I don't blame them.
I get you're not wrong. I don't think I would want to participate in Canada, even though I live in Indiana and.
Dude, we had when I worked up in the oil fields in northern Alberta and northern BC, where it's like minus 60, minus 70 in the winter. We had like some Texans up there. We had some people from out Middle East working up there. And when it got like September is when it starts to turn winter up there. And I swear, it's no word of lie. The Texans, once it hit like, minus like 0, like freezing level, which is like 32 degrees for you guys or whatever. Mm-hmm. They're already bundled up fully. The Texans is fully bundled up. The Middle East guys, they were wearing parkas and toques, and which is a beanie for Americans. They were wearing that stuff at like 10 degrees above Celsius, which is like 50 degrees in the American. They were wearing like full on. So I'm like, holy crap! It's like 10 degrees outside. They're like, it's cold. It's like, what? It's not cold. It's still t-shirt weather.
Yeah. I will walk out the house when it's 30. I don't need to wear that. I'm chilling.
What's wild up there is you'd be working like months straight in like minus 50, minus 60 weather. And that's where Fahrenheit and Celsius meet each other, where it's just like it's too cold. So it doesn't even matter. Once it would hit like minus 10, we'd be taking off our outer layers and like down to our t-shirts because it'd feel warm. It's wild.
Canadians are different.
We are different. Like as soon as it hits like 0 degrees, well, yeah, it's summertime.
Yeah.
Which is wild for me to say because I live in like the desert of Canada and it's like 100 degrees here all summer basically.
It's fucking hot right now in Indiana, I'll tell you that.
Anyways, Nexus Point News is claiming that Cody Rhodes never mind, we already talked about that. Baddyslam.net says WWE has interest in signing Private Party and Danhausen when their AEW contracts are up, and that is reported to be soon. I see the Private Party one. I'm not too sure about Danhausen, but okay.
Danhausen, I think we actually talked about this last week or the week before. If Danhausen wants to come to WWE, all he's got to do is ask CM Punk to let him in. Him and CM Punk are buddies. So
yeah, that's fact. Yeah, that's facts.
Private Party is, I think we did talk about this last week.
Entertaining as hell, all hell.
Very similar to the Street Profits in their style, except for they're both Montez Ford.
Yeah, it's true. That's a very good definition of that. Hopefully they don't have some name where, Wade Barrett can shorten it to Tez. Or is that Joe that does that? Fucking, it drives me insane every time they call him Tez. I get that's his nickname. It's weird.
Tez.
I don't know.
Tez and Doc?
No, I think it's Tez and Dawkins.
No, it's Doc.
No way they say Doc.
Yeah, people call him Doc.
No. Mm-mm. I'm going to tune into next time on SmackDown when they're wrestling. If somebody says Doc, I'll say, you're correct, Kurt. But I don't fucking think so. The Miz should be returning to WWE TV soon, as Amazon has wrapped filming on the first 2 seasons of the American Gladiators reboot.
That felt like it went pretty quick.
It did. I mean, really, they probably ban off. It's like a 2-hour show. They probably ban off an episode in like a day.
Yeah.
It is said that AJ Styles has recently signed a new 1-year deal with WWE. Whether that has been recent or a while ago, it's not known, but he is around for at least another year. Karrion Kross and
that's it.
Go ahead.
By the way, I don't know if you knew that. That's it. Contract should carry into next year. He's retiring next year, so he said he will not wrestle once he hits 50. He's done. He has made that pretty clear.
He's not close to 50 years. He's like 48. Yeah, he's got like 2 years before he hits.
I don't know.
He's born in June 2nd, 1977.
People are saying.
I know he said 50, but he's not yet 50.
How old is he?
He's like 48. He was born 77. He's 48. Yeah, he's 48. He just turned 48.
People are saying next year's his last year.
Well, people are, but did he say that next year was his last year?
No,
he has directly said that he's not wrestling past 50.
Yeah.
But that's still 2 years.
Yes.
Maybe he does have one final run somewhere else that he's thinking of. Maybe.
Also, I just realized something. The G1 Climax for New Japan is starting later than normal.
No, it always starts like July.
Yeah, but they were having matches in. Never mind, I read that wrong. Might be.
Okay. It's like a 1 month tournament. It starts like usually like second week of July and goes to like the third week of August.
It started like
yeah. Karrion Kross.
They finished it today. The bracket is finally set.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, second week of July they usually start and it goes like the third week of August.
So I have no news on New Japan.
All right, cool. I still got news. Mind if I continue on?
Would you like to, or do you want me to take it? You want to do anything?
No, well, I mean, you usually bring up that stuff at the end of the news, not when I'm trying to give the news.
Oh, I was really just talking out loud there. Sometimes you gotta ignore me.
Karrion Kross for the third time and Scarlett's contracts are reportedly expiring soon, but sources say that they are likely to be re-signed if they haven't already re-signed because they have been very prominent in stuff lately.
I saw his new shirt was #1 seller on WWE Shop. Be a good soldier.
Dude's popular. Dude's a good fuck. Be a good soldier. That's a wild dig at the full fucking thing, though.
Let me see if it's still on there.
That's a wild fucking dig. That the WWE even would fucking put that on there is wild. Wrestle Votes, while he looks that up, says they have heard from sources that Jelly Roll's upcoming appearance on SmackDown is expected to be the start of something more between Jelly Roll and WWE.
I've been hearing about that. So basically, when you open WWE shop, there's a deal with Complex, which actually has some fire shirts on there. And then you scroll just a little bit, and at the very top is Karrion Kross in Scarlet. All three of his shirts. They're wanted poster one, and yeah, there's a shirt that says "Good Soldier" on it on
That
WWE shop.
just seems fucking wild because anybody who's watched his self-made documentary knows what he's referring to.
Go get you a fucking old school WWE logo Punk Life shirt.
Oh, dude, that's actually good. It is said that the AEW contracts of Renee Paquette, Matt, yes, my nickname is Daddy Magic, Menard, and Angelo Parker is set to expire this August.
I could see they'll probably keep Renee.
I would imagine so. It's John Moxley's wife, but
and she's like their only backstage reporter. Well,
no, that's not true.
On Dynamite, right?
No, they got a dude, don't they? They got that really old weird guy.
Oh yeah, the Alex Moret.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I ran into him when he was using our radio station when AEW was in town. Yeah. Well, and they have MJF's girlfriend too. Alicia,
that's the bitch that got Britt Baker kicked from fucking AEW.
She's a proud Canadian.
Yeah, well, she's. I know. Yeah, I'll be careful. Wrestling Observer newsletter says WWE still has plans for Nikki Bella at Evolution.
Hold on. We're not done here. She's from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Okay, so well, that makes sense.
What do you know about? Okay.
That makes sense.
She's from Toronto.
That makes sense.
I was trying to figure out where she was from just to see.
That just makes sense. People in Toronto are fucking assholes.
That's where I was going.
I'll say that proudly. Fucking Toronto thinks they're the center of fucking Canada. Jesus fucking Christ. Wrestling Observer newsletter says WWE still has plans. That's wild that she is from there because that just makes perfect sense.
That's why I was like, hold on, let me read where she's from. Fucking Toronto.
Like a normal person goes to New York and they're just overwhelmed. The person from Toronto goes there and go, hey, it's just like a bigger version of us. A bunch of fucking dicks.
Whoa, there you go.
Anyways, WWE still has plans for Nikki Bella at Evolution, even though she hasn't been featured on Raw since her return segment with Liv Morgan in early June. Bella was in the building 1 week later for a follow-up angle, but it was called off due to Morgan's injury.
What if tomorrow on Raw, Nikki is there and she has a surprise tag team partner and it's Brie and they win and then they go to Evolution to fight for the tag titles? There you go.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd still want to see Alexa and fucking Charlotte win. Dude, after we're done this, we got to watch the Alexa Charlotte portion of SmackDown because that was just so fucking good.
I just don't guarantee that the Bellas win the titles.
Yeah, that's true. Who knows? But anyways, after this, we're gonna go watch that Alexa Charlotte stuff from SmackDown. It's so fucking good. Isla Dawn was seen backstage at a recent AEW event, and she is expected to be joining the company soon.
Good for her. Get your money.
WrestleVote says that there is a strong contingency within WWE who want Corey Graves calling a main roster show regardless of Pat McAfee's availability. While they understand the value that McAfee brings to the company, even though he's being a little bitch right now, apparently, they believe Graves is way too good and way too passionate to be assigned to NXT full-time. They're saying that Graves could join McAfee and Michael Cole on Raw, but there are some people that can't confirm as of this moment if WWE has any interest in actually bringing back a three-man booth for main roster shows again.
I think that Corey on Raw with Pat and Cole would work really well for some reason.
100%. I think you should set it up because Pat McAfee just fucks off for like half the year anyways. So you still have Corey there, and then he comes back and they do their thing.
And when Pat's there doing it,
and Corey, say what you want about him, but I mean, the dude is absolutely fucking fantastic at his job. If there was one person of all the commentary teams right now that could take over Michael Cole's main role, it'd be a guy like Corey Graves.
Yep. And I think with Pat Pat normally just adds that comedic effect, having fun, making jokes,
He's loud and boisterous.
and would fit well with Corey being the color guy, with Michael Cole most of the time calling matches, and Pat adding in his here and theirs, and boom, boom, boom. It worked. It worked great. It's literally just NXT again, like how you do it now.
Yeah.
Booker T being Booker T.
The thing about Corey Graves is just he's so knowledgeable.
Yeah.
He does all his homework. He knows exactly what's going on at all times. He's there in the trenches, and he knows he sells the stories, and he tells the background, and he does it so fucking well, and he's passionate. He's crazy passionate about it.
He solidified his spot with the future when he carried fucking what's his name at the CMLL show at the World.
Oh, Conan. Yeah. Dude,
right there
on fire for Conan. I think, honestly, if there was any like ill will between Corey Graves and WWE, was probably all erased at that AAA show when they realized, holy fuck, this guy can carry a fucking show by himself, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
If there was any true ill will, obviously there was a little bit because he did get demoted to NXT, all that stuff. But he's back on Raw now, has been for 2 weeks. We're pulling double duty with NXT. And yeah, he killed it at the AAA show. That was probably some of the best commentating I've heard, period, ever.
It was great.
That AAA show, he was fantastic. He knew there was no reason for him to know all the background of all the Mexican wrestlers of the AAA company, but he did. He knew more about them than Conan knew. It was wild.
He had Conan confused. It was great.
Yeah, no, I want to see Corey Graves, and honestly, I think when Michael Cole's done, he should be the next guy there.
Who else you got? I mean,
Joe Tessitore. No, he's good, but he's not a wrestling guy. You know what I mean?
He's still new.
And he's new, and he's not a wrestling guy. You know what I mean?
Wade
Barrett.
great.
Wade's great, but he's a color guy.
He's your perfect color guy.
Straight up color. He's like
your future.
He's your heel color guy, and he does it well.
Corey and Wade. There's your future.
Yeah. Yep. Joe's good. Joe's stick around. Joe's been better than some of the other people who've tried over the years. That's for damn sure.
Oh yeah.
But Corey Graves is the best. Is probably the most behind Michael Cole. Michael Cole's a legend. He's been WWE for life.
Corey right now stands. Corey's probably the best they got because Michael Cole's been confusing the shit out of me recently.
Yeah, I know. He does say some things. You're like, what the fuck's going on, Michael?
Cole?
You've been smoking that grain stuff out back with Pat before shows. What's
hanging out with Pat too
long. But yeah, no. Corey Graves is probably the most professional, knowledgeable guy they got on the commentary team right now. I agree with that 100%. So yeah, there's our little shout out to Corey Graves. Fucking love you, man. We already talked about that. Zoe Stark has made a post on X this week, and she indicates that she might be able to return to the ring in about 8 months.
Okay, get healthy. Let's not rush it.
And last but not least, Forgetful Select. Per them, AEW has discussed ideas for Sting to return at All in Texas. If Sting is booked on the show, his appearance will probably be related to whatever Darby Allin is doing for the show.
Is Darby back?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He summited Mount Everest like a month ago now.
I think he'll be back right now.
It's still, even after you summit it, because you summited it probably like mid-May, it still takes you like fucking 4 weeks to get down the fucking mountain, because you got to acclimatize your body to each base camp's altitude. Same thing going up, right?
With I got no other news. I was kind of scouring. I got nothing really. As I say that, I do need to look one thing up. But hey, in the meantime, you need to go to WWE.com, go to their shop, get this Good Soldier carrying cross shirt. The front of it says Good Soldier. The back says Cross Cult on it. Looking pretty good. There's another one with a wanted poster of Cross and Scarlet. That's a good one. But if you go to WWE Shop Arcade and you scroll, you'll see what I mean. They should pop up their faces.
WWE Shop. I had to go to the Canadian one.
Oh, well, maybe it's different.
They got Oh, they got DX, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels right at the top. Let's see what we got here. We are looking memorabilia. No. Punk Life. I want that shirt. I'm buying
Yeah,
that.
that's where I saw it. It's next to the Punk one. It scrolls.
Snapback hats. They need to get 5950 hats on WWE Shop, and then I'll be buying hats from you guys. Let's see. Karen Cross. I don't see Karen. Oh, there we go. Karen Cross right there. Yep. Good shoulder. Wanted. I like the Puppet Master one.
Guess I gotta go here to look at what I'm trying to find. Where's that part down now? Oh, well, I guess it's not working. Alrighty.
I do like that good soldier one. That reference is wild. Like I said, if you haven't watched this documentary, go do. You'll see what he's talking about, and it's kind of wild that they allowed that on a T-shirt. But good job. The Puppet Master one's cool. I like that. String them up, knock them down.
I was just
I think I'm going to be ordering this Punk Life shirt though. Actually,
here it is. This is what I was looking for. Quick update on schedule things for TNA RK. We have currently 5 matches. 7 matches. 5 of them are championship matches announced for TNA Slammiversary coming up July 20th. Tessa Blanchard will be taking on Indy Hartwell. Mustafa Ali will be taking on Cedric Alexander. Those are 2 former cruiserweights in WWE, 2 former 205 Live champions. That'll be interesting. Here you go. You know we're watching this, right?
Dude, I kind of want this. I'm going to share this. I kind of want this.
Oh, that's autographed?
Autographed CM Punk's return at Survivor Series.
$204. That's actually not bad. That's actually
Not bad at all, man.
That's scary. Scary game to play. Real quick though, you know we're gonna be watching.
It's free shipping on over $74.
The Knockouts Tag Team Championship, the Elegance brand, they're defending their titles against the Inspiration, formerly known as the Iconics, Billy Kay, and what are their names? Cassie and all them. Moose is defending the X Division Championship against Leon Slater. The TNA World Tag Team Championships will be defended in a ladder match: the Nemesis versus the Hardys versus the Rascals versus First Class. The title versus title will be Knockouts champion Masha Slamovich versus the winner of JC Jane and Jordan Grace at Evolution. Then Trick Williams will defend the TNA World Championship against Joe Hendry and Mike Santana in a triple threat match. I see what you're scrolling.
Dude, I got to get off of that fucking site.
Did you hear any of those matches? Any of those excite you?
The Iconics. Dude,
yeah, the Inspiration. The
Inspiration. We all know them as the Iconics. I love Billy Kay. She was one of, like, when I came back to watching WWE in like 2020, right after COVID, late 2021. I instantly gravitated to the Iconics and Billy Kay. She was hilarious. She's fucking hilarious.
You've got to be joking me. All right. Well, that being said, I'm looking forward to the ladder match, 4-way ladder match for TNA World Tag Team Championship.
Yeah. Slammiversary is gonna crush, man.
Yeah. All right. With that being said, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back to break down Raw, NXT, SmackDown, and all that fun stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be right back. All righty. Quick little intermission. For us, it was a lot longer. For you guys, it was very short and sweet. Back at it. Very ready to rock and roll with Monday Night Raw. So let's do it, man.
That's right. Last show of June, June 30th, 2025. Live from the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hey, Kurt, fun fact about Pittsburgh. There are more than 700 sets of public stairs within the city limits of Pittsburgh, and they are maintained by an inspector of steps. Did you know that?
No, I did not, and I'm pretty sure I didn't need to either, but okay.
Yeah, well, now you do. Anyways, we are coming off of Night of Champions from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and luckily we don't have to deal with a show from there until the Royal Rumble. The Women's Royal Rumble is going to be so much fun. SummerSlam is our next big PLE. Saturday night's main event does not count. It's just lip service for the network. but we do need to start setting stuff up for that. Cody and Jade have their guaranteed matches for the titles, but that is about it so far. And they have a lot of work to do to set up for 2 nights from Cleveland, Ohio. Hey, did you know that in Cleveland?
Nah, don't care. I don't know where you're. I really don't know what you're doing with these weird fun facts. So,
but it's
okay.
It's Cleveland. Logan Paul.
Nobody cares about fucking Cleveland. It's Cleveland.
Well, Logan does.
Logan's from a shit city. All Cleveland has is literally Logan Paul, the Cleveland Browns, and MGK.
Drew Carey?
Is he from Cleveland?
No, I don't know. No, he's not. Wasn't that where his show was?
I don't know. Terrible place to do your show from. We get things rolling, of course, with the lovely post-PLE recap. A good old Night of Champions recap of what happened. And blah, blah, blah. And there it is. Rhea Ripley, though, she's going to get things kicking us off here. Welcome us to the Monday Night Mommy, of course. Ripley is cut off by the Women's World Champion, Io Sky. Ripley is not pleased, but Sky tells her she has to defend her title at Evolution. And that includes saying she will be defending it. She gets to choose, by the way. And also, we'll get into this week at SmackDown. Both of the main women's champions got to just choose who they wanted to have their match with at Evolution. So that was just different. It's just a little different to me. But anyway, Io Sky, she picks Rhea Ripley. Says she respects Sky, but she'll stop at nothing to get that title.
Well, no, it's not weird when you really think about it. It's Evolution. It's the women's show. The 2 champions damn well right get to pick their opponents.
Oh, when you put it that way, it makes sense. The match is on for Evolution. And then they really, like, I expected an interruption or something here between the two. Nothing.
No, they just got to it. And then they kind of posed.
I was like, okay. Alrighty. Dom gives Judgment Day a pep talk. AJ Styles comes in afterwards, and Dom says, "Hey, man, still injured. Hey, look at the paper. You need your glasses." AJ actually does put on his glasses to read it, and he goes, "Oh, yep, there it is, right there. The doctor said that you're a punk ass." And Dom's like, "Oh, what the hell?" Threats of violence are made, of course, but Dom just sitting back holding up the doctor's note. Can't touch me.
Dominic is like he's like the little child in fucking school. Like, no, you can't touch me.
Yeah, it's the kid that I want to kick in the mouth.
It's so good. First match of the night is a big one. I mean, it's only the 27th time that these 2 teams have gone at it in the last 2 months, but here we are. New Day versus Judgment Day, Finn and JD, and this is for the World Tag Team titles. And, well, Finn Balor and JD McDonough of the Judgment Day are your new World Tag Team Champions, thanks to a JD moonsault and a Balor coup de grace for the 1-2-3 pinfall win. This match actually delivered by the end of it. It was off to a slow start, but gradual momentum gained throughout all of it, and just overall ended up being a way better match than I was expecting. And with the win by the Judgment Day, it kind of makes the titles a bit more fresh in a way, because, man, the New Day just were not entertaining at all. Like, it's been horrible.
Yeah.
How many matches can you have with the War Raiders and the Judgment Day and the War Raiders and Judgment Day and the War Raiders and the
Judgment Day? And then you sprinkle in the Creeds for like one match.
Oh yeah, the Creeds, yeah.
And then back to the cycle.
The War Raiders and anyway, if anything, them having the titles now makes for a very interesting dynamic in Judgment Day for when Liv gets back. Because I mean, everyone currently in the Judgment Day is holding titles, so I mean, it's great.
No, Roxanne doesn't hold gold.
Well, I mean, she's not really part of the group yet, but I mean, I think by the end of the show, she'll be holding gold and she'll be a Judgment Day member. I'm calling it right now, dude.
All right. So it's almost like you've watched the show.
No.
Okay. All right. I was going to peel the curtain back a little bit and give you some props, but all right. We can look back at Lyra Valkyria costing Bayley the women's IC title last week. We saw where this was going with this match. I think anybody with a brain that watched wrestling knows where the IC title's headed. But Bayley is not happy when Valkyria comes in. Valkyria doesn't know who Bayley is anymore. They argue and bicker. Adam Pearce breaks it up and announces he has made a match between the 2 of them. The winner will challenge Becky Lynch. We get a video on Goldberg from his time in WCW to his first WWE run to his multiple returns. One of the worst returns ever, by the way. When which one was that one?
The dude fucking won the title.
He beat Kevin Owens. I hated every second of that. I hated every second of that. That was the Universal Championship at the time. And then I think he lost it at WrestleMania to Braun Strowman.
Yeah, it sounds right.
And I think that was no fans. There was no fans either.
That does sound right.
Could be wrong, but I think there was no fans. We get a look at Penta attacking Chad Gable last week, including injuring his arm. Earlier today, we see Gable, though, with his arm in a sling, telling American Made to hold the fort down while he's gone. Adam Pearce comes in to say, well, I guess we won't be seeing El Grande Americano anymore.
Adam, they are not the same fucking people.
The team, not sure what they'll do without Chad Gable, who tells them, hey, Ivy, you're in charge. Of note, Ludwig Kaiser could be seen watching from behind. Judgment Day meets with Nick.
She's been creeping.
Judgment Day meets with Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce, who needs to make a decision about the women's tag titles. The solution is to give Raquel Rodriguez a new partner, which can be Roxanne Perez, which does work for both GMs. But they think Perez and Rodriguez have to prove themselves in a title defense at Evolution against teams from Raw, SmackDown, and NXT.
Dane, 1 for 1.
Yeah.
Anyways, next match of the night. I am 1 for 1, though. I called it. Next match of the night is a good old barn burner between two former friends and stable partners, Sheamus and Rusev. Good Lord, man. Do these two know how to beat the ever-living crap out of each other? And, this was always going to work really well towards being entertaining. I mean, the power slam off the apron to the floor was, man, they got some time in this match. They literally went for over 20 minutes here, and they did not disappoint for a minute. This was just a meat. Pat McAfee would say, this is a meat match. Or, yeah, Booker also loves to say meat match, too.
Well, actually, it was Big E that started it.
Well, Big E started the whole thing, and then Booker caught on to it.
Meat. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Pat does it, too, now. Except Pat wasn't there, was he? No, he wasn't.
No, it was Corey and Michael.
Was Corey going meat? Who was saying meat? Somebody was saying meat.
Probably Corey.
So confused. It was probably Corey. It had to be Corey. Anyways, Pat was doing it in the past whenever two big hosses would be going at it. Not really sure what this match accomplished in the terms of these two's little mini rivalry, but it's got to lead somewhere, and I'm here for every second of it because these two can wrestle forever and it'd be entertained. Sheamus does take the victory here with a basement super kick, and they're off and running.
I think that's wrong. I think Rusev won.
No,
I'm pretty sure Rusev won. Pretty sure Rusev won. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I was certain that Rusev hit his super kick while Sheamus was on his knees.
Did I say? 1 second. Did I say Sheamus or was it Rusev?
You said Sheamus.
My notes are always crossed up.
Just help it out.
It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort, Kurt. I sit all day writing this shit up. You just come on and read it.
Just spent all day sitting in a pool, drinking beers, going to Texas Roadhouse, and get home to do this stuff with you. So I'm terrible, honestly. I'm a terrible co-host.
Where are we looking it up? Keep talking about something. I don't know.
Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce make the announcement that Evolution, a battle royal, will happen, and the winner of that will get a title shot in Paris.
Yeah, it was Rusev over Sheamus. My bad.
Okay. So he'll get a title shot in Paris, which I wanted to. So this battle royale, are we gonna at least get the entrances first? Are we gonna get to watch the entrances in their whole for whoever's in it? Like, are we gonna get 20 entrances in a row, or are we gonna get some in there? Yeah, but are we going to get some of the ladies in there?
Well, they're not. It's going to be the big ones are going to get the entrances. Right. Ivy Nile will not get an entrance.
Hey, but she's ready. She's ready for that battle royal. But then, while she's talking to Jackie Redmond and American Made, El Grande Americano shows up, and he poses, and everyone is stunned, and they just follow him. That's it.
It's not Chad Gable. I've been trying to tell you that for weeks, Kurt. I don't understand why people can't have fun with wrestling, man. The IWC is all, are we supposed to believe it was Ludwig this whole time as El Grande Americano and not Chad Gable? No, you're not. Like, at all. They're not even making it, like, They're not even trying to make it look realistic. It's like you are supposed to be entertained by the extreme stupidity of the whole situation. He just walks in. He's clearly fucking like 2 feet taller. Clearly not Chad Gable, and everyone is just dumbfounded by the whole thing. It's fucking fantastic. Jackie Redmond sold the shit out of that. She was just like, what the fuck? And then she's like, wait, no, it's just like, what the? It's great shit, man. It's like this takes me back to like when wrestling was just stupid shit. Like the Attitude Era, it was so much stupid shit all the time.
Uh-huh. I think
it's great. It's so much fun.
It's so annoying, like you said. I mean, wrestling is supposed to be fun and entertaining. Not everything is that fucking serious, people.
They're not sitting there and trying to say, like, they're not trying to say you have to believe that it's been like Ludwig this whole fucking time. No, it clearly has not been Ludwig this whole time.
It's so dumb. Karrion Kross, whose shirts we were just looking at on WWEshop.com, go buy them. I think I want to buy a good Soldier shirt. He jumps Sami Zayn, demanding that Sami say it. Kross hits him in the ribs with the steel pipe. A bunch of officials and Scarlett come in to break that up. Gunther comes out to talk to the people. He liked the dominance and destruction that was shown in the Bill Goldberg video. I'm going to say Bill Goldberg because that's how Gunther addresses him. The whole video package was just like his matches, summed up in 3 minutes. And I laughed my
Which is wild because that is just pure fact.
Bill Goldberg has said that he doesn't like bullies, but he has run into the biggest bully of them all. After he exposes Goldberg, the question is, who's next for Gunther? And Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman come out. And this is where I was like, oh. Rollins says he has not seen Gunther since he won the briefcase, but he was only there at Night of Champions to prevent CM Punk from winning the world title. Which, yeah, that's Punk has actually said that since the jump. You'll never win a title. So yeah, the story still fits, and the story will never die between these two until Punk wins the title, and we see like a shot of Seth Rollins who failed crying in the corner. I think that's going to happen. Just cue the cameras now, and cue CM Punk in this instance to chase Seth off, calling him a coward, and then he just shoves the absolute fuck out of Gunther, pushing him down. Rollins is into the crowd.
I think that caught Gunther off guard because he looked stunned when he went down. He's like, what the fuck?
So Punk does that. Gunther's like, whoa. Rollins is laughing, and then behind him, LA Knights eat some popcorn, and then they run, fight into the concourse.
That was good shit.
Rollins ends up throwing beer in his face, and he runs off. All that was chaos, and all that was fun. Judgment Day is happy with their titles, but Raquel Rodriguez is not happy with Roxanne Perez just being handed Liv's title, despite Liv working very hard in rehab, mind you. They have a vote with Balor and McDonough being in and Dominic giving a sure, yeah, though he's not sure how Liv will like it. Rodriguez really doesn't seem convinced, but agrees. But hey, Roxanne Perez is now officially a member of the Judgment Day. I got it. Yeah.
2 for 2.
Yeah,
Still your podcast champion of the world title right here. It's not on Kurt's wall. It's on my wall.
Right. Got
it. Yeah, exactly. You got it.
That's not what I mean. Okay, Kairi Sane, she's still a pirate, and she wants all the treasure, and she is in for all the championship gold. You know what? I can always go for more pirates in wrestling, to be honest with you.
Who cannot? I mean, Kairi Sane is the pirate queen.
Yeah, she's awesome. Pirate princess.
Yeah, and then up next, we got another match. We got Lyra Valkyria and Bayley squaring up for a chance to face Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And yeah, you knew as soon as this match was announced, and what the prize of winning the match was, is only a few ways that it could go to a disqualification of some sort, right? I mean, it's clearly how they do things around here. Got the big old feud between all three of them. Lyra now hates Bayley too. Bayley hates Lyra because she's a little brown-nosing newbie, and Bayley's the queen of wrestling and all this stuff, and Becky's the man of wrestling, and it's just all confusing. And it's just gonna let's make it more confusing. Let's make it a triple threat. Why not?
Yeah.
Anyways, the double pinfall finish with Jessica Carr. It's like, yep, no, that happened. I'm out of here. See ya.
Literally, she's like, they both won. I got you. Such a professional. Such a pro.
Great stuff from Jessica. I laughed my ass off. She's like, yeah, no, yep, see ya. Somehow, though, Cole thought that meant that neither faced Becky for the title now because but they both won and both lost. So is it? How do you get there, Cole? You're right about the Cole thing. He's saying stuff that just doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I think he was just trying to put it over like, oh, now who's gonna face Becky? Ooh.
But they both won technically.
Technically, it was a draw, so nobody won. But I don't know.
Well, neither of them lost though either.
No, just a draw. But
So
Cole,
yeah.
I think, was just putting over the fact that no, we don't know who's gonna face Becky Lynch. But all of us wrestling fans know what
Okay,
it is.
cool. This match was a good example that even knowing what the outcome is obviously going to be, they can still put on a good match to get there. Lyra continues to prove that she can go bell to bell, and Bayley as well. Bayley. I'm not sure this will elevate Lyra to the next level, but it won't hurt her either. Post-match, the brawl stays on, and they fight into the crowd where it has to be broken up.
I don't see either of them walking out with the title, to be honest.
No, Becky's going to hold that, but I think the Bayley Lyra thing is something to focus on for a bit because that makes more sense than the Becky Lyra stuff in a way, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Bayley Becky we've had for years, so that will never die. CM Punk tells LA Knight
Bayley does end up being the Intercontinental Champion at some point, though.
Agreed. SummerSlam? Maybe. CM Punk tells LA Knight to get to the back of the line to fight Seth Rollins. Knight says, listen, you can have him 6 weeks of the night, but not Saturday because it's Knight versus Rollins. That's Saturday night's main event, baby.
Dude, Saturday night's main event is getting stacked. And when we get to SmackDown, we'll see another match that was added to the show.
Yeah. I mean, just the fact, I don't like Goldberg at this stage, but Goldberg's going to draw eyes. It's Goldberg.
Oh, 100%. You know why they put him on that show at the timing of the show in Atlanta. All-ins in Texas. You know what's going on.
Yeah, and I mean, and it's his final match, quote unquote. If he wins the fucking title, I swear to God.
Well, if he wins it, then Seth Rollins is cashing in. But I don't see that happening. I think Gunther beats him. I do too. I don't think that. I don't know. The World Heavyweight Championship for Rollins, he's done that recently. I think that I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I think the WWE title holds more weight than the World Heavyweight Championship, in my opinion.
Always has. It always has.
So, is that the title? If Rollins wants to be top dog in the business, does he want the World Heavyweight or does he want the WWE Undisputed Championship?
He probably wants them both.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's just unify them and make it confusing again.
Fucking hell. Let's not. Pitta, make sure that the banged up Sami Zayn is ready for the main event. And, well, Sammy's Sammy, so he's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, Sami Zayn he's a trooper, man. He's like Daniel Bryan of 2014. Main event time, and the previously mentioned Sami Zayn, along with Penta, are facing off against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Another slow starting match. Zayn really selling the ribs, great stuff. Bronson isolating him from Penta. Braun Bronson. That's what I'm calling him now. Braun, son.
I read that. I looked over and I was like, I read it in a Chinese like old teacher voice. Braun, son.
Don't do it. That's racist. That is so racist.
That's what I thought I read. Braun, son.
No,
you have exceeded all expectations, Braun, son.
Anyways,
will be the next warrior.
Braun Bronson is isolating him from Penta.
Our hero, Braun Bronson. You saved the village. We are forever indebted to you, Braun Bronson. I'm done. I can't.
All that fun stuff that you would expect with the setup of the match here. That being said, action picked up about halfway through the match, and man, did they absolutely cook. Penta looking like the goddamn superstar that any company would be absolutely foolish to lose. Braun Breaker really is the future of the company. Every time, even though he's done the things he's done before, you're just absolutely in awe of watching Braun wrestle, man. He's a genetic freak. Sami Zayn just, he continues to gain momentum. Even in a loss, the selling of the ribs, the ridge injury, everything really helps save him from any kind of damage in that loss. And Braun Bronson, man, was the bromance you did not know that you needed in your life. Keep an eye out for the Oxygen Network Lifetime movie to be released next year on those two.
The stories of Bronson.
Anyways, finish comes when Zayn hulks out and suplex Bronson Reed, man.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Fucking wild. But he catches a super spear for his troubles from Breaker, and that gets Breaker the 1-2-3 and the pinfall win. Fantastic main event, man. Fantastic. Well worth the price of. I mean, if you paid just for that match, you made your money's worth. Post match, Breaker and Reed go after the team of Zayn and Penta, but Jey Uso is here to make the save with a steel chair.
Yeah, man. Good, entertaining Monday Night Raw. Cool story building, getting set for just move. Really, in my eyes, okay. Night of Champions happened. We'll move forward, and got to meet my new favorite tag team, Braun Bronson, and get a roll. No, Raw was good. It was a good Raw. It was a really good Monday Night Raw. That main event was it was good. It was great.
It was a band. It was good. It was fantastic.
Maybe Braun Bronson should be World Heavyweight Champion, and then Seth can go be WWE Champion, and then that's how their group holds all the gold.
Well, no, Braun Bronson would have to have the WWE Tag Team Champions, and then Braun would have to have
on a real note, Braun Breaker could be World Heavyweight Champion. Bronson
100%.
Probably win the IC title.
Yeah.
And then Seth, WWE
Fuck
champion.
that. No, fuck that. Braun Breaker, World Heavyweight Champion. Seth Rollins, WWE Undisputed Champion. Bronson Reed, Intercontinental and US Champion.
Fuck it. No.
And then Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed are World Tag Team Champions and WWE Tag Team Champions.
Bronson Reed will be IC Champion. Paul Heyman can be the United States Champion. They'll make it happen somehow.
No. Their newest member, what's his face? Austin Theory will be the United States Champion.
Maybe. But yeah, I think there may come a time where they can hold all the gold in that stable.
It would fit. It would suit what the group's about.
Running everything.
Yep.
Fucking Shield.
This was a show that hit the ground running after Night of Champions, and started the road to SummerSlam, and it's off to a good, fast, hectic pace already. What matters most is that they're already setting things up for both SummerSlam, and then also they did some Evolution setup. All that they Evolution came out of nowhere, and they've been doing a good job of setting it up, and it's actually looking like it's gonna be a really entertaining show. And Trish Stratus, as we found out on SmackDown, is getting a match. The Bellas are most likely going to be there. Nikki definitely, maybe Brie, possible AJ Lee, possible Paige returning, all that fun stuff, man. It's good stuff. We had a title change too, and it actually, even though it was kind of in the lackluster tag team division, it just makes sense because it's gonna just create a further wedge in Judgment Day. Somehow they still haven't broken up, even though the Dominic Mysterio winning the title over Finn Balor thing happened months ago, and nothing has come of that. But slow build. Hell of a Monday Night Raw. It's a good show, great show.
Yeah, no, I think from start to finish, I enjoyed it. So, with that being said, shall we move to NXT by chance? Good old.
What did you do here?
NXT.
Yeah, it's Tuesday, and you know what that means. The best midweek wrestling show on TV, and it's not even close. Coming to you from Orlando, Florida. Did you know that in Orlando?
No, we're not doing that thing. What are we doing? Are you a historian now? You're giving me a fucking history lesson every show? No, keep it moving. Let's go.
Just trying to throw out some fun facts.
Wrestling podcast. Wrestling podcast, not a Wikipedia. Let's go. Keep it moving.
You must be fun at parties. This week's NXT was pre-recorded due to it landing on Canada Day. And with that, before we continue, please rise.
But you guys take your hat off?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay. But I'm not Canadian. But I respect.
Dude, if you go to a hockey game and do you not stand up for the Canadian anthem?
Yeah, I do.
Well, don't stand up now. That's just weird. I do gotta say, your guys' anthem fades compared to ours.
With glory.
This is how us 18,000 fans feel at a hockey game. Are we done yet?
God keep our land.
It builds.
Glorious and free.
That's right. 3.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Big build.
Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Hit that high note. Good job. Fantastic job.
Yeah. No, yeah, go ahead. Go for it. Yeah, Canada. All right. I mean, if we're doing national anthems, maybe we should start every show with the national anthem. That's what, yes,
No, that's probably like the biggest thing I hate about hockey games. It's like, can we just get to the fucking hockey game already? I've heard this song like 20,000 times.
All right. Well, that happened.
We are less than 2 weeks out from the Great American Bash, and the card is starting to come together nicely. We should have some more clarity on the matches after tonight as well. So let us waste no more time and get into it.
Yeah, not much comments here, man. Just a good old opening recap.
This was a wrestling heavy show, actually.
Very
I was
much
typing this
so.
up. I'm like, holy crap, is it my turn again?
Yeah, very much. So do your thing.
Yeah, so first match of the evening after Kurt gave the riveting opening recap from previous week. We have the first match, as I've already said. I don't even know where I'm at right now. TNA superstar Joe Hendry and veteran NXT superstar Wes Lee. How is this man not on the main roster is beyond me. He's one talented motherfucker.
You know, when we started watching NXT, I put Wesley over like a motherfucker.
Dude's talented as fuck. Joe Hendry does get the pinfall win here at 9 minutes and 29 seconds after Santana of TNA comes out to stop High Rise from interfering, allowing Hendry to hit the standing ovation, a huge standing ovation. It was like a Goldberg jackknife powerbomb standing ovation.
Well, Wesley's not the biggest guy in the world either.
Yeah,
so
he's probably like $140 dripping wet. But hit standing ovation for the 1, 2, 3, and the win. Case in point here, not that it was needed for Hendry, but Wesley can make a match with Matt. Yes, my nickname is Daddy Magic. Menard looked like a 5-star banner. I swear to God, I wrote that line before I even got to the news, so I didn't even know that Daddy Magic was in the news that when I wrote that line. So it's just coincidence that I said that twice tonight. But yeah, he can make a match with Daddy Magic look like a 5-star banner. And that's not even a joke, man. Wesley is that fucking good. He sells like a motherfucker. He's high flying. He does the technical stuff. He's an all around great wrestler, and he's good on the mic too.
Yes.
He has been injured for a lot of his time in NXT. That's probably hurt his chance of being up on the main roster.
Very serious injury. Very neck.
But I think we will see him on the main roster one day, or on somebody's main roster, because he deserves to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with all that being said, we all knew Hendry was not losing this match on his path to his title rematch against Trick Williams for the TNA World Championship. But they delivered. I don't know what I wrote there. Oh, they delivered anyways. Hendry's charisma and star power can carry him on its own, but he can back it up with the in-ring stuff as well, which was definitely on display here. The both of them work together really well. Santana and Hendry stand tall as Williams does not look happy about the situation.
Yeah, Trick was on commentary for this match, and Booker likes to act out and act a little different when Trick's on commentary. Booker's already Booker, but he was like annoying Booker this time around.
Yeah.
Trick was there, and I was like, okay, come on, Booker, shut up. But he was acting out because his boy was there. We get a look at Tatum Paxley, who basically, man, she's joining the culling, and Zarya and Soruka just kind of let her go.
Izzy Dave's growing on me, man.
Yes, I like Izzy. Here is Luca Crucifino. He wants to talk to Tony D'Angelo, who comes out to say the tables have turned. They argued over who has done what to whom in the last few weeks, but Luca doesn't want to hear it. Luca talks about things he has sacrificed for D'Angelo and the family, and that he is loyal. Stacks interrupts, but Crucifino doesn't want to hear it. Crucifino punches Tony D in the mouth, then does the same to Stacks, saying his loyalty belongs to himself. There's your big moment. Another betrayal, surprise, I don't know, coming soon later. And then all I can ask after this segment Where's Rizzo?
Yeah, what the fuck's going on with Rizzo?
Where is
Like-
Adriano Rizzo?
We were worried Luca was dead because Stax took him up to a desert somewhere. That was
Yeah.
sketchy as fuck. But Rizzo's just been chilling in a safe house. Or did Stax get her at the safe house when she beat up D'Angelo? Then why would he not harm Luca, but definitely harm Rizzo? What's going on, Channing? I
don't
think
know.
there's a new family coming. It's going to be Luca and Rizzo. Luca's going to bring Rizzo back.
Yeah, maybe. Or Rizzo's just, or it's very similar to Thea Hale situation with Chase U, where Rizzo's going to come back and kind of just be her own person. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think Rizzo's ready for that kind of spotlight yet.
Maybe not. Femi wants to see if Yoshiki Inamura has the fire to come after him. Inamura with Josh Briggs comes in to say he is ready, but Femi says he is the hunter rather than the hunted.
Yeah, great stuff from Oba there. Yoshiki as his opponent seems weird, but
It's happening.
Looks like they're setting it up. Second match of the night is Miles Bourne taking on Lexis Kane. Miles Bourne does get the pinfall win over Lexis Kane after a zigzag of all moves. Is that his new finisher? Puts
Yeah,
him
it
away
looked
for the
like it.
1, 2, 3. I mean, that he finished him with it. So is he doing a zigzag? I mean, what was his finisher before that, actually? So that's a good question. He already does the Randy Orton power slam. And yeah, he might as well just steal everybody's moveset. Wait, no, we
Well,
don't say
didn't he-
moveset
wasn't that
around
his
here. That's
thing?
weird.
Didn't he
What?
hit Oba with a bunch of drop kicks, and everybody was, when he faced Oba, he kept hitting that drop kick, and then that's when he would go for a pin. I don't know if that was supposed to be his fucking finisher.
No. Well, he didn't win with it.
No, he didn't. It wasn't beating Oba anyway, even though there was hope, I thought.
Well, you don't necessarily know that. Maybe one day. And no, actually, nobody can beat Oba, really.
Yoshiki.
That'd be wild, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Not a long match. Only coming in at 4 minutes and 40 seconds, but it did what it was supposed to do. Miles Bourne has gotten a nice reaction since his mini push has started, so they're going to try to keep him relevant and keep him at a higher level on the roster with clean wins like this, especially over semi-established talent. This is where NXT excels at as they continuously pump out superstars for the main roster.
Yeah, 100%. Dark State, they have a little vignette here, says everything that happens around here is because they allow it to. They know what they're going to do next, but we, as the fans and viewers, don't.
Osiris Griffin, is he? No, who's the white guy?
Osiris, Dion Lennox, Suge, and Brandon Cutler, Nathan
Brandon
Drake.
Cutler's Brandon
I
Cutler's like in freaking AEW, isn't he?
think he's
Brandon Cutler is in AEW.
Cutler James,
You might be right on that one.
James Drake, Nathan Drake, Uncharted.
Cutler James.
Okay, thank you.
Brandon Cutler.
Jay Cutler, former starting quarterback for the Chicago Bears.
Brandon Cutler, an AEW superstar. Fucking. Anyway, Cutler James. He had a more. I think he was listening into you last week when we were watching the show because he had a bit more of a passionate part of his promo, like slightly more.
Not
It was,
really. Not
it was
really.
a little bit more. He had a little bit more emotion in the
Yeah.
voice.
I don't know who from that group. Saquon Sugars has it. From a charisma
Dion Lennox has it
standpoint.
too. Dion Lennox is uber athletic.
Yeah. Osiris, I hope, makes it because he follows me on Twitter. So that'd be cool if he makes it. But I don't know about Cutler and Osiris. We'll see. Dark State's still
Cutler
getting some
definitely does need to do some promo.
promo work. Yeah.
All right, cool. That was fun. Where are we at? Oh yeah, another short little piece for you. Another match in quick succession here. NXT does do that very well. We have Thea Hale taking on newcomer Laney
Let's
Reed.
go. Laney Reed. Let's go.
She's no Thea, but I do like Laney.
Laney
Laney Reed
baby.
gets the rope-assisted pinfall win here at 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Another loss for Thea here, and I'm going to be, starting a group here pretty soon. It's called "If Thea Doesn't Win, We Fucking Riot." I mean, it's got to change soon. Like seriously, what has she done since she's come back. Not a whole lot. I hate it, but I have faith because she is super talented in the ring. Like this, she's super fun.
Yeah,
Standing moonsaults and shit like that. Like she's a lot of fun.
Got that energy. Got that energy.
It was technically a cheat win for Laney here, so it is what it is. But I do think they're trying to set something up for a feud here. It's been a couple weeks that this has been going on between her and Laney, so see where it goes. But yeah,
Pro Wrestling 101, the new fucking baddie heel in Laney versus the charismatic, plucky babyface and Thea. Let Laney get the cheat wins for a little bit, and then have the blow off be Thea getting over on her. I mean, it's typical wrestling booking 101 right there. Is where that's probably
it is. So anyway, it does on Steam, and there's this wrestling sim game I'm probably going to buy.
I bought one last night when you didn't text me back.
But I did text you back.
You didn't message me back after you said something, and then I said like LOL, and I was waiting on to see if we were playing anything. And
what the fuck are you talking about? I'm going to be checking this out, man. You better be not lying to me.
You said fucking pussy, and I said shaking my head, and then you never messaged me back.
By the way, be home in 9, not going to Jack's. His tummy hurts. Hey, Jack, you feeling better? And then I wrote fucking pussy, and you're like shaking my head.
Yeah, and then you didn't have anything else to say. I thought you would play off the fact that I said, hey, I'll be home at 9. I didn't. I was expecting you to say, hey.
You don't do shit, my girlfriend. My fucking wife.
Oh fuck.
Don't text me some fake ass fucking message and then expect me to know what it means.
You hear a record scratch. Technical difficulties. But I didn't really like it. It's what game are you talking about?
It's like a text-based wrestling sim, so you build stories and stuff and all this stuff.
I bought Wrestling Empire.
Okay. I saw that too. It looks really not good.
It's by McDickey. He's created wrestling games in the past. They're fun if you I don't know. I had no idea what I was doing, and then I tried to install mods with it and shit, and it just did not work how I wanted it to. So I deleted everything.
And I was looking at one. It's kind of like those text-based like sports manager games, like pro soccer clubs or whatever. It's kind of like that. So I'm gonna check it out. I like shit like that. It looks like you can build your roster, and then they have demands, and you gotta set up your stories, and you got a certain amount of match time that you gotta fill in the shows and stuff. So I'll check it out. It's like $25. So is
it Pro Wrestling Sim?
Yes. So yeah, I was looking at that earlier, and I was like, it's early access, so you never know, but it's very positive.
Oh yeah.
It could be something.
I see it. Yeah. Choose your company. Blah, blah, blah. Very positive. Yeah. Fire Pro Wrestling as well on Steam.
Fire Pro Wrestling. I have a PS5, man. It's pretty dope. It's in depth, man. It's like, it's cool.
Yeah, McDickey's made a couple. Wrestling Empire. And the other one is Wrestling Revolution 3D. Yeah, he's got a couple. Anyway, there was a small tangent. I'll play it more if I focus in on it. I just kind of rushed through doing that one. With that being said,
let's take a look at it again, because I was looking at it earlier. And let's see here. Wrestling Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, the graphics look janky, but do you like? Okay, you can build everything. So are the matches like a computer sim?
You can play in them or watch them. You can also, there's a wrestling career that has free roam where you run around the streets in your hotel room and all this other shit. The guys on New Legacy Inc., Johnny plays it, posted it. It's pretty fun.
Welcome to the press conference as we look ahead to Ashley Boss versus Greg McMahon. Okay, cool.
And then in the game, in Steam, there is a bunch of people that have created mods for it where you can like have actual companies and named rosters added into it. There's a lot going on.
Huh, interesting. Well, it is co-op too.
I didn't even see that part.
Shared split screen co-op. Maybe FB. You can just share your screen. I guess I don't know how that works, but
anyway, back to NXT, shall we? Tavion Heights says he's not happy because he's still in the no quarter catch crew. Charlie Dempsey agrees to give him one more shot. Win and you're out, but it is against Charlie Dempsey, and that match will be taking place soon. This is Tavion's last chance to get up out of the no quarter catch crew. Jasper Troy, he says you should fear him, and Obafemi knows what's coming for him if Troy beats Yoshiki later tonight. Still looking at the games.
Dude, I'm so many wild games on computer, man. It's insane.
Yeah. We played Fast Food Simulator.
Dude, that was actually kind of that was
it was different, but it was like
chaotic. It was chaotic.
Imagine doing that solo.
No, it's impossible, man. All right, anyways, I'm probably gonna download that Pro Wrestling Sim. I like those types of games. Anyways, where are we at?
Next on your TV screens.
Next on your TV screens is a tag team showdown between Sol Ruka and Zarya, otherwise known as Zaruka, squaring up against Tatum Paxley and Izzy Dame.
Otherwise known as
Braun Breaker's girlfriend.
I was going to say the Culling, but
oh yes, the
Technically,
Calling, the
right?
group.
Technically.
A sky high from Izzy after Tatum saved her from a
What a
Zarya spear.
spot.
It was Zarya smoked Sol, but the timing of everything was just like
Perfect.
dead on, like split second
So good.
difference. So the split second, it's a different.
Everybody involved.
And that gets the team a pinfall win at 13 minutes and 17 seconds. After seeing that spear from Zarya, it's just like, does she have one of the nicest spears in wrestling? I don't know. Zarya and Ruka will probably spill it up soon, right? I mean, like Zarya and Ruka just continue to have tons of issues in their matches together, and it always seems to be Zarya fucking up Sol. Like, when is Sol gonna be like, enough?
Yeah.
Putting my foot down. Zaruka is done. I'm going surfing. You're going home.
And then Zarya beats her for the North American title.
Yes, exactly. Paxley has found a new home and new friends for now in the Calling, but watch your back, Tatum. They don't seem like the most trustworthy people. One of them's a Canadian. You can't trust us. We're sneaky. You think we're nice and peaceful people, but we're not.
It's all up front.
Sneaky. One would have to think after this match, Izzy is on her way to a North American title match with Sol at some point, and I have a feeling if that is the case, the landscape of NXT will definitely be changing because I don't see Sol beating Izzy at this point.
I was just looking ahead because I think that actually does get announced later here. Ethan Page is with the Vanity Project from Evolve, and Ricky Saints. They're in the office with Ava.
Why does this work? This just works so well for
it.
Ethan
Does.
it's ridiculous.
Page agrees to let Ricky Saints get a title shot if he can run the Vanity Project Gauntlet, which happened recently on Evolve. Apparently, Saints is in, but if he wins, he gets to pick the stipulation for the title shot. That already happened.
Huh?
The Vanity Project Gauntlet, or is that on NXT next week?
That's next week. What the?
I'm just reading the notes. It says which happened recently on Evolve. Did they already do that once? The Vanity Project Gauntlet before?
Yeah, that happened on Evolve.
Haven't watched Evolve, man. I need to. I want to see what's up, but I don't know if I could watch it and stay in the Vanity Project.
How would a review from NXT know that the Gauntlet match that they just announced this happened already?
I read it as like it was an added in note, like, hey, which that just happened on Evolve. That's what I read.
Why would I add that in as a note?
I don't know. But anyway, Ricky's in, blah blah.
I'm just saying that it's happened. They've done the Vanity Project Gauntlet before.
Got it. We go to Chase U, where Andre Chase is apologizing, of all things. As a result, he has gotten Kale Dixon a match for next week, and they hug. Chase does his swearing pep talk, but he does it with Kale, not at him.
It's different.
It is different. Joe Hendry thanks Mike Santana, who says they're uniting to fight for TNA, but they're not friends. They're fighting together against High Rise next week, and they say, I bet. Josh Briggs gives Yoshiki Inamura a pep talk for his number one contenders match, though Inamura says, stay back, I got this. Tatum Paxley is happy with their win. And
how did Yoshiki Inamura become like the most likable person on the fucking roster?
When he did that shit with Ayo where he guilt tripped her into giving him a tag title match.
That was pretty good.
Genuinely, I think that's what I was like. I like it. Izzy Dame, she gets a women's North American title shot at the Great American Bash. Hanky Tech come in, and they're accusing the Culling of attacking them last week, and Paxley talks them into giving the Culling a tag title match next week.
Well, it
So-
was. I mean, the steel chair. Sean Spears is the chairman. Like, come on. It's obvious. It's obvious. Is that Mickey Mouse?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
It's the only coffee cup I could find. It says Happy Holidays on it. Mickey Mouse.
Dude, I got like shout out to another non-sponsor, but I got like 5 of these giant Starbucks coffee mugs because they were like
Okay. Yeah,
I
let
got
me
one back
rephrase
a different color.
I was looking for coffee cups, and I saw a couple, but they were tiny. This was the biggest one I could find. I was like, fuck it.
Big coffee cup matters. It's different. It's
Mhm.
different.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like you're drinking more coffee. I don't. It's you just
You
drink.
are. It's big.
Well, but you're not. I mean, you could just drink 3 small cups, and
No,
that would
one
equal
big
1
cup.
big cup.
Yeah, whatever.
Wouldn't that actually seem like you're drinking more coffee? You drank 3 cups of coffee compared to 1. But
Yeah,
somehow
'cause
your
it's
mind tricks you to think I'm drinking more coffee
Right.
because it's
Because
bigger.
now I can just tell people I only have 1 cup of coffee, but in reality, you can fit 3 of the small ones in this.
Dude, my coffee cup for work back in the day before I started, realizing caffeine's really bad for you if you drink too much of it. You could fit a whole pot of coffee in it, and that'd be what I take to work in the morning. Just
And it would
pounding
probably
that
stay
on.
warm the whole day.
Oh yeah, I
You
had
know,
one of those like
thermos.
24-hour
Oh, yeah.
thermoses. It'd still be like hot at 5 o'clock in the evening.
Fuck,
Wow. Man, we had to talk about that. We had to go off path a little bit because man, there's so many matches in 2 hours here tonight, and I was getting tired there for a second.
Yeah.
Main event time with Yoshiki Inamura taking on Jasper Troy. Winner gets an NXT Championship shot against the Rula Obafemi at the Great American Bash. Inamura with the surprise win here after his top rope super splash puts away Jasper at 11 minutes and 38 seconds.
Was it that much of a surprise?
Yeah, it was though.
Jasper's just still new. He just won LFG. Like he's still
Yeah, but he's a big giant motherfucker.
yeah, he is.
Honestly, I did not have Inamura winning this match, like not even close. But I'm not mad about it. I'm really happy. Yoshiki has really developed into a likable character, as I was saying earlier, since his return, and has been entertaining in his moments outside and inside the ring. Does he beat Oba? No, right? Like, no, maybe. I don't know. It's got to be no. But I'm here for the match because I think it'll be really good at the end of the day. Jasper Troy still looks like a monster, but they got to be careful. I mean, too many losses early may stunt his growth in the business. It's hard to say. The dude is a monster, but you got to be careful. Fans are fickle, man. Post-match, Obafemi comes in to stare at Inamura as Javon Evans comes in to drop Jasper.
It's payback. It's payback. We get a rundown of here what is coming next week on NXT, and then Jordan Grace comes up to talk to the people. She says getting here is the hardest thing she's ever done, but last week reminded her that she thrives under pressure. Evolution is a major event for women's wrestling, and she will make history. She's terrified of being vulnerable, though, and she has been asking herself if she actually belongs here. She did everything to get here and become someone you cannot ignore. Fatal Influence, of course, are going to interrupt this with JC Jane asking if Jordan Grace is done yet. Grace can bench press more than JC, but she can't carry as much as JC. Grace tells her to shut up and says it won't be a surprise when there is a new champion at Evolution. They go to beat her down, but Blake Monroe runs in for the save. Ava comes out and makes a tag match for Great American Bash. Jane and Fallon Henley run back in and get knocked back down just as fast. Yeah.
Crazy. So sorry, I'm going to cut you off there. Crazy. The early betting odds are in for Evolution. I know it's wild to bet on scripted wrestling. I mean, the payouts can't be that good unless you get like the complete underlier here. But they have JCJ winning like 83%.
Interesting. That is very interesting.
Actually, I said it on the show. I think JC does. You said she's the most beatable champion ever, but I think she wins.
I mean, when you have backup that she always has ringside, it's a helper. Even I'm just speaking from a wrestling standpoint there. I mean, Fatal Influence can help her get that in. It would be pretty quick to pull the title off of her.
That's where my thoughts are lying. It seems really early to do it.
Because Jordan doesn't need to win the
No.
NXT championship. I think the realistic person to take the title off of JC would be Blake Monroe. Maybe.
NXT does love to put titles on AEW stars real fast.
Right. But that division is so freaking deep. I don't know.
I just think JC holds it a little longer.
Yeah, maybe. Overall, NXT doing its thing. It does its thing. Every week, NXT's got they nail it. They do their thing, and we're invested and ready to watch next week's show, which I am, and looking forward to Great American Bash now. Shout out to JC Jane and Jordan Grace. They're pulling double duty, having a tag match, and then competing at Evolution the night after. Or is that the same? Yeah, night after. So yeah, good on them. And stories continue to do the story thing. Looking forward to seeing more Joe Hendry and Mike Santana. Fucking love Mike Santana.
Like you said, you go into the match going, like miss this one,
know.
and then you're like, fuck.
Fucking banger.
miss that one.
Always. But no, I loved NXT. Always like NXT.
Yeah, this show accomplished a lot in 2 hours, and I mean a lot. Yeah, you had them tightrope walking 3 shows, like booking for 3 upcoming shows basically at the same time, and they haven't fallen flat on their face yet doing it, so it's quite impressive. Slammiversary, Evolution, Great American Bash all received some setup time, and it worked well to pace the 2 hours nicely. NXT just continues to be the most consistent wrestling show on TV, where it's almost a guaranteed good 2 hours of wrestling. Like consistency, they're not always like blow the roof off the place fantastic every week, but you never at the end of NXT go, yeah, I did not need to watch that at all.
Yeah. And then they do have weeks where it's like, oh, fuck NXT.
Oh yeah, it's just like holy crap. Yeah.
Alrighty, from NXT to the final show of the week, it's SmackDown.
Yeah, it's SmackDown for sure, and it is back to a 2-hour show. And man, if you don't think 2 hours is long enough to accomplish things, just remember that the Anglo-Zanzibar War started on the 27th of August, 1896, and concluded on the 27th of August, 1896. The total wartime came in at a very sleek 38 minutes. Some reports say 45, some reports say 38. Let's call it a 41-minute war. Basically where Britain overtook Zanzibar and made them part of their empire. So, if a war can be concluded in 38, 41 minutes, I think a lot can be accomplished in 2 hours of wrestling.
That's really interesting. Really, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing here?
What?
I give up. I'm not playing this game. I'm not going along with it. I'm not going along with it.
Sweet. Okay. Well, oddly enough, I mean, you did enjoy that piece of news. So weirdly, we're back at the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania again. Did I tell you about the 700 stairs?
Yeah. Yep. Talk about it on Raw.
Well, how about this about Pittsburgh?
No, we're doing a wrestling show. It's recorded after Raw because it's Independence Day, 4th of July. We did a double recording so people could have off for the holiday in America. All right.
Fine. I mean, I don't know why you're being so grumpy about things. We are a week out from Saturday night's main event and Evolution and Great American Bash. So that's NXT that's already been taken care of. But, SNME and Evolution, final setups coming up. So this show should be, doing that stuff, setting up for those 2 shows, going on and just having a good old time with those 2. Like, you got to build up for what? Yeah,
we do. I get that. What are we doing? Why are you not? We played a national anthem for your Canadian national. What are we doing? It's 4th of July. Where's my fucking Canadian? Where Canadian? Where is my fucking? I'm flustered now because all of a sudden we're just playing the Canadian national anthem, and on the 4th of July we're talking about that show, and you haven't even queued up the national anthem of America.
Why does it always have to be about you, huh? USA, 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 USA.
You're such a dick, dude. That's ridiculous.
Fine. Yeah, it wouldn't be that much ridiculous. I do gotta say, this buck's a little harder than our national anthem.
You could have picked a better version.
I went YouTube. Which one won't get a stand off of YouTube?
I feel like you wouldn't get paid for the national anthem.
there are some that will get you banned. If it's changed at all, they'll get banned. First, your anthem has to be before. You hear that trumpet solo?
So real quick, funny story about the national anthem. So a buddy of mine, Josh, books the national anthem singers for the racetrack I worked at. We've had some killer people sing the national anthem.
Have you had any Roseanne bars?
Worse, I think. So this past weekend, by the way, mind you, July 5th, day after July 4th, America's birthday, the weekend of the 4th, she comes out to sing the national anthem. And in this case, we had a memorial race for a driver that passed away. And so we had cars on the track to drive around and carry the American flag. So she goes to start singing. She starts. The cars fire their engines up to do the anthem, to drive around. And she got spooked. She jumped. And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." She goes to reset, continues to sing. She gets to like a couple seconds in, just completely voice cracks and just loses all composure. Bike's here, and the bike's still on. I have my headset on listening, and she's just like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." She skips the whole fucking song. It goes right to "And the home of the brave."
Fuck it. Just get to the finish.
And the crowd's like, "Okay." And our MC, he's like,
Poor girl.
"Give it up for her one more time. It's not hard. It's not an easy thing to do. Is come out here and sing the national anthem." She sang the national anthem there before. It done just fine.
Poor girl.
I felt
That's
terrible for her.
horrible.
It's like the race cars just completely spooked her.
I
I don't know what was worse, hers, or we had another lady earlier in the season just completely butchered it. It was Roseanne Barr-esque, to be fair.
What was that one that was recently done where the singer like changed the lyrics and shit?
Fergie? I think Fergie.
No,
butchered
Fergie's
one.
was just bad. But no, there was
don't-
one recently where like she changed the lyrics of the song and people were just like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
we had one. It was at the Los Angeles Dodgers game. She is Hispanic American, and she was singing in English, and then she changed it to Spanish.
Oh fuck! I hate it when they do the Canadian national anthem and some of the singers will like halfway through switch to French. I'm like, I don't fucking speak French.
Right. Like if I had it my way and we did both those national anthems, I would have just had you do Jim Corneliuson's singing of it, because he's fucking great. He does it at the Blackhawks games with the.
I was
with the
looking for
accordion.
I can't remember his name now, but there's this the dude who sung it at the Canucks game all the time. He always come out in like a tuxedo and he'd always sing it, and just epic singing of it. But
because
he doesn't do
Cornelison, the last Hawks game I went to, we played Calgary, so I got both anthems, and he sings both of them and fucking kills it. And I think the guy that did it
every time I go to a Vancouver Canucks game and it's against another Canadian team, I'm like, thank God I only have to hear one of these things.
Whoever sang the Canadian national anthem.
You're from Canada, are you?
Was it the USA versus Canada game?
Stop it!
Four Nations. He did.
I'm gonna start calling you the United States.
Hey, bud, you're from the United States of America. Canadian. United States of America. Hey, man. No. Yeah. Shout out to the national anthem, I guess. Who had a running? I think it was Daniel Tosh. He had a stand-up joke about the American national anthem. He's like, "Listen, we have our anthem. It's not bad, but we need to get a better national anthem just to shit on all the other national anthems around the world. We need like a 20-minute fucking guitar solo in the middle of it."
Yeah, I remember that. That's from like Happy Thoughts or something.
Yes, from Happy Thoughts. I saw him live here in Indianapolis. Fucking hilarious. He's hilarious, man. That's all I got to add for the national anthem.
Anyways, what I was trying to get at about the I looked it up because I wanted to make sure, but it says the original, like the national anthems are copyrighted in a sense, but in a way that you can present them, but you can't alter them in any way. They have to be
Interesting.
the source song and lyrics, right? So if you
Yeah.
alter them, then it becomes a copyright issue because it's copyrighted to where you can't alter it.
The one you just played threw me off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. With the trumpets, that threw me off.
There was a little trumpet solo at the end. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
All right, let's get into the rest.
You know that the Kelowna, where I live, our WHL team is the Kelowna Rockets, and whenever the Rockets regular in the Star Spangled Banner, whenever the Rockets line comes up, the whole crowd just yells "Rockets!"
I've been to a couple games. I think the Chicago Cubs. Never mind, that was the 7th inning stretch. Who is it? Oh, it's the Atlanta Braves when the national anthem sings, and the home of the, and then they go Braves, and I'm like, yeah. The Cubs do it for the 7th inning stretch, and root for the Cubbies. Anyway, let's talk about wrestling.
Wrestling, yes.
Wrestling, Jacob.
We're back to wrestling. Kurt called me a dick, and here we go.
Jacob Fatu jumped solo Sokoa and his company in the parking lot, but of course that gets broken up. Cody Rhodes comes up to kick things off, and he has the King of the Ring crown in his hand. First of all, he wants to hear it for a kid named Cam battling leukemia. Here, not applause for you, Cam. Not applause because you have leukemia. That's terrible. I'm talking about like because you're. Applause for you, Cam. It just sounded bad.
Congratulations, you have cancer.
I know. It sounded bad what I said. I don't mean it that way. Hope you beat cancer's ass, man.
I'm the dick. Okay, let's go.
Kick cancer's ass, Cam. Kick cancer's ass. That gets a nice reaction, as it should. Before Cody talks about winning,
not Kurt's reaction, the other reaction.
So it means that we have the main event of SummerSlam set. But Randy Orton comes out to interrupt. Orton talks about he and Rhodes. He had Rhodes dead to rights at Night of Champions, but he couldn't go that far. Bullshit, Randy. You did. You ran out.
No, he hesitated. He hesitated for like 5 seconds.
He did.
He ruined his.
Yeah. Cody was able to pull the trigger, and Orton can respect that. Now he wants Rhodes to go into SummerSlam and take John Cena out. Drew McIntyre makes his return to interrupt, and Drew says, it sounds like people on the phone saying, you hang up. No, you hang up. And he is sick of it. Rhodes has been buttering Orton up for months, and then he put a knife in Orton's back, same back that Orton tweaked and Rhodes worked over. The legend of Randy Orton is dead, and Drew wants Rhodes to win at SummerSlam. That way he can take the title from Cody because he won't hesitate like somebody. Drew turns to Orton, who drops him with an RKO.
Out of nowhere.
This was how you set up. This is how you set up Randy versus Drew, while reminding us that Cody won the tournament. Hey, and it did what it did. Earlier, we see Charlotte being put in a number 1 contenders match with Alexa Bliss. She got the match set up. Charlotte is not happy.
We gotta watch this clip. I know you didn't see it, and then we gotta watch the match. It's actually a really good match. But
Nick Aldis says let him handle it. Drew wants Randy Orton, and he gets it. Saturday night's main event with Drew gone. Jacob is told to find a partner, and he can face 2 of Solo's team tonight. Chibi Uso pops up, and hey, we got a team.
Yeet. First match of the night is a 3-way tag team qualifying match for the women's tag team fatal 4-way at Evolution. That's a lot of words to say in one sentence.
Yep.
The Secret Hervis, Piper Niven and Alba Fire, Mishin and B-Fab, and Charlotte and Alexa Bliss are the 3 teams in this match tonight.
Even without you telling me the finish of this, we would have went watching it together, immediately I knew who was winning this match. Charlotte and Alexa on a team losing to.
Yeah, but the finish was so good too. Like I said, we got to watch this match. The finish was fantastic. And
I saw a little clip of head patting.
The back and forth between Charlotte. It was a great fucking match. They did so well. And the first team to qualify the Women's Tag Team Championship Fatal 4-Way, once again, a lot of words in one sentence, is Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair after Twisted Bliss puts away Alba Fire for the 1, 2, 3 pinfall win at 9 minutes and 12 seconds. The thing was Alba and Piper were flat on the ring, and Charlotte went up top to do a moonsault, but Alexa was standing right there kind of just glaring at her, and then Charlotte patted Alexa Bliss on the head, which is a tag, and then did her moonsault, and then Chelsea tried to get involved in the match. Charlotte kicked her out of the ring, and then Alexa hit her Twisted Bliss and got the pinfall win. And while she was pinning, she just looked at Charlotte and just big old smile on her face. It was fantastic.
Yeah, give her
But seriously, I think we're getting a Charlotte face turn. I mean, are we? It's something that is a little different than what she's been doing for a while now, but it could work. Like, right? It could. She was popular like face one time, wasn't she?
Charlotte, man. It's Charlotte. If they
But
do it
anyways,
right.
like I said, we watch this, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's like an instant turn. It's kind of weird. Match was neither here nor there, but I mean, Charlotte is coming out of this as a bit of an enigma. Post match, Charlotte hugs Bliss and then kind of gives her a friendly shove. It's just all kinds of weird.
That's very face right there. Like I haven't seen it yet, but here's what I envision, right? Just a little and then you know what I'm saying. Nick Aldis is yelling at the tag division and makes Andrade and Rey Fenix versus Fraxian. Other than that, one member of each team can face the Wyatt Six in an 8-man tag match. Johnny Gargano tries to get a SmackDown tag division chant going, and it fails.
Yeah, it does. Again, this backstage thing was a lot of fun too. SmackDown cooked, man. Next match, we got to stop missing shows. Like seriously.
Yeah.
Next match is the big 4-man tag team match between the Wyatt Six and one. Huh?
Oh, I know why we missed SmackDown.
Yeah. Between the Wyatt Six and one member of the 4 other tag teams in the division, consisting of Montez Ford, Chris Sabin, Johnny Gargano, and Berto. The Wyatt Six come away victorious after a claw slam from Eric Rowan puts down Sabin for the 1, 2, 3 pinfall win. This match was, basically to set up the Wyatt Six against the entire tag team division on SmackDown without having a single team taking the fall. The Wyatts continue to be booked as monsters on the roster, and it is working as they set their sights on taking over the entire division. This was completely different than what we usually get, where you get those weird, like one member of one team versus one member of the other team match, and it's just weird. This was a different setup, and I enjoyed what they did with it.
Julia says she wants everyone to come after her U.S. title because the Blue Flame will destroy it. Going with the Blue Flame look for Julia, I respect it. We get a video on the 4th of July because, America. Tiffany Stratton comes out to brag about her win over Nia Jax last week in the Women's standing match. Now, though, she's ready to face Jade Cargill at SummerSlam, and then she's going to get to choose her opponent, though, for Evolution. Jade interrupts, who respects what Stratton did against Jax. She wants Stratton to make a good choice. And here,
Hold up. This was such a weird interaction because Jade came out there like she was the veteran on the fucking roster, and she was like saying, "Oh, you did such a good job, Tiffany. Oh, you're doing so well and so young in your career." It's like, shut the fuck up. It was so condescending, and I'm just like, bitch, you ain't even good.
Yeah, and then here comes to return for the millionth time to WWE television, which I will never get tired of, Trish Stratus. She ended up saying, Wade Barrett, by the way, on commentary, very happy.
Very happy.
Stratton gets right to the point and offers Trish the title shot at Evolution, which works for Jade Cargill. Stratus talks about how great it is to see an all-women's show. Stratus wants her kids to see her as a champion, but Stratton says WWE runs on Tiffy time. This was a very, very, very fast way to set up this title match, which what else can you do? You got a week till the show.
It works.
Yeah, it's Trish. She's not going to win, but Solo Sikoa and company are in the back where he welcomes Tama Tonga to the team. They're ready to take out Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu tonight because the family is complete. Jade Cargill tells Trish that she'll see her here at Evolution. Naomi decks Jade Cargill with the briefcase, prompting Jade to tell Nick Aldis that she wants Naomi once and for all, and that match is ready to rock. Get it over with. Finish that story. And also the briefcase is fire. I saw a picture of the briefcase. Fire.
Yeah, dude. It's like you said it would be. It's just all decked out in caution tape and shit.
Thank you.
It's exactly like you said it would be. You got one, Kurt.
Ding.
Up next is Andrade and Rey Fenix. Still not Penta and Rey Fenix, but hey, close enough. No, not even close. Versus Fraxium in a little tag team match action. Andrade and Phoenix pick up the win here at 15 minutes and 38 seconds. After Andrade's The Message puts away Nathan Fraser for the 1, 2, 3 pinfall win.
Earn your stripes, Fraxium. Earn your stripes.
Man, this was all about these two teams doing their thing and going absolutely ballistic in the ring. And that was all it needed to be. Pure entertainment for 15 minutes and 38 seconds. Fraxium losing again is an interesting way to go, but I don't think it hurts them. They're just going through the initiation of the main roster call-up. Andrade and Phoenix worked well together, being a thrown-together team. I mean, I swear Triple H is doing everything except the obvious here with Rey Fenix, and that is simply driving me insane. But for now, the Young Bucks will forever stay in my all-time favorite matches ever.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Damian Priest runs into Aleister Black, who is facing R-Truth next week. Black says Priest is the good guy right now, but violence begets violence. Sorry, gotta. Priest does not think he's the good guy and thinks R-Truth might even take care of Aleister Black next week. And then, of course, here's what's coming next week on SmackDown, which is 2 hours.
Thank God. Not that, no, 3 hours was just rough.
It was a lot, man. It was a lot.
It just doesn't, for some reason, even Raw at 3 hours was a lot. Like, Raw found a sweet time. SmackDown back at 2 hours is, it flowed. This show just flowed so much better than any other SmackDown since WrestleMania has flowed.
When you get that final hour of those 3 hour shows, you are just like, oh my God. All right. And it's rough.
But yeah, they managed their time well. They got the matches in. They got none of the promos felt overly long. None of the matches felt overly long. Nothing felt drawn out to fill those 3 hours. Everything just clicked right in there in that. I mean, what really boils down to like an hour and 15 minutes of TV time if you add in all the promos and everything, or the ads, TV ads. But yeah, anyways, we're at main event time already. We have Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso teaming up against JC Mateo and Silo Sikoa. My spelling was horrible this week. Jacob and Jimmy come away with the victory here after an implant DDT and triple jump moonsault on Solo from Jacob for the 1, the 2, and the 3 pinfall win. Another strong showing here for Jacob. As to no surprises, he absolutely destroyed Solo each time he was able to get his hands on him. Jacob continues to prove that he's someone that can run through anyone, and he definitely does not need any help to do so. Post-match, the announcers table is loaded up, but Tonga Loa and Tala Tonga are in to lay out Uso and Fatu. The villains powerbomb Jacob through the table to end the show.
I really don't have any final comments on this one. I did not get to watch it. You watched it before the show. I didn't have time to watch it. We should have watched it on Friday, but we were busy troubleshooting some stuff.
Oh my God, that took forever.
Yes, it did.
Sweet God, the 2 hour time frame just makes this show so much easier to deal with, to watch. It isn't that it's so much better than it has been, because SmackDown's been pretty damn good since WrestleMania. It's just that it doesn't overstay its welcome. You know, that is nice to see after so many months of the longer form, and it's nice to see that it is going to be staying. Good show with the build towards both Saturday Night's main event and Evolution at the same time. And then SummerSlam is waiting in the on-deck circle, and it's not so far off. I mean, we're
on the way. We're on the road. We're almost there to SummerSlam. It's coming quick. It's all coming quick. That's what she said. Anyway,
whoa.
Looking forward to SummerSlam for sure. That is a close to all the show recaps. Shows really fly by. We only got 3 to talk about. With that being
we were dialed in. I think we had a lot of fun in this show.
It was a good show, a fun show. Hope you enjoyed it. Before we go, of course, we got to ask the always important question. RK, what was your show of the week?
This is a rare one, but it's SmackDown this week, man.
Okay. I can't choose SmackDown. I didn't watch it yet. But that being said, I'll choose NXT, of course. NXT always delivers for me. Do you have a wrestler of the week?
Wrestler of the week. I got to say Charlotte Flair. She showed me some things this week that I was impressed with. I actually liked where her character's going now.
I'm going with Izzy Dame. I think Izzy Dame had a really good showing in that tag team match. And
hey, even I said this week, I think I'm starting to like Izzy Dame.
Yeah, I think her work on the mic has been great. And why not? Give it to Izzy Dame, because she serves it. She's been putting in that work. So shout out to Izzy Dame. With that being said, that brings us to a close of episode number 56. Stay tuned to the channel for all sorts of videos. Gaming content coming soon. Split Fiction will be the first video that will be posted from our video gameplay stuff. We dialed it in, we figured it out, and that's the main reason I did not watch SmackDown, because we were trying to figure that shit out. And we did, and we had fun doing it, so stay tuned for that video coming very soon. Stay tuned, of course, for This Week in Wrestling, all the episodes. Maybe this week, if we get some time, we'll crank out a predictions video for all the PLEs coming this weekend, Evolution and whatnot. Depending on timing, we'll see if we can mix in a little bit of all-in conversation. Maybe I'll just read off the results and get your opinion on them. We do, of course, want to try and catch Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada, because
we'll definitely watch Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada. Look, AEW matches usually deliver. Like 4 out of 5 times the matches deliver.
Always, man. Always.
It's the rest of the stuff they do that's just unbearable.
Yep. The matches are always incredible. And when you have Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada, how can you not watch it? I think Ospreay and Swerve are teaming up at All In.
That does sound right, yeah.
I don't know. I'll look at the card while we edit, see what we think again. With that, or should I just do it now? Why not? Let's just do it now.
Let's look into it right now.
Let's do it now. AEW All In match card for 2025. Here we go. Hangman Adam Page will be taking on, what the hell? Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. Tony Storm versus Mercedes Moné for the AEW Women's Championship. Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada. Champion versus champion. It'll be the AEW Unified Championship.
Okay, those Casino Gauntlet matches usually cook.
The Young Bucks will be taking on Ospreay and Swerve. Okay. If the Young Bucks lose, they drop the EVP title. If Ospreay and Strickland lose, they cannot challenge for the world title for a year. There's a stipulation with that match. Interesting.
Oh, yeah, it's because the Young Bucks are aligned with Jon Moxley right now.
Yeah, it's interesting. Where is All In next year?
I don't think it's been announced.
Hold on.
No way has it been announced. Wembley.
Is it back to Wembley? It is back
Yeah.
to Wembley.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the Young Bucks are going to win. The Young Bucks are going to win
Ospreay to win the title at All In next year.
a year later in London.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. All right, man. With that being said, there's the bit of the card for. Yeah, you're right. The gauntlet matches do cook. That is Saturday,
cook.
right?
Yeah, it's
All
like
In Saturday.
it's
Oof.
when Great NXT Great American Bash is on.
And of course, you know what? Let's do a weather check, shall we?
Dude,
Oh,
we never get lucky that it rains when we have a pay-per-view to watch. Especially when we have 3 of them to watch and we have to try to watch them like at 2 a.m.
I mean, the rain chances are literally above 60% starting Wednesday till next Monday.
You do know how that
I know.
it's not actually it's 60% of the area surveyed
Yeah, I know.
will see rain.
But I've heard rumors that there's a lot of rain coming to Indianapolis. I have a dirt track race I have to be at on Friday, which is already questionable with the amount of rain that could be hitting. And then Saturday, maybe we get lucky. Maybe Saturday we watch a lot of
We
wrestling.
never get
We
fucking
never do.
lucky.
We never do, but you never know.
And then
All
I
right,
get spoiled. I get spoiled. I try my best, and I get spoiled by the time Kirk gets there.
During racing season, it's tough. Got to make that money. With that being said, though, that's a wrap. Episode number 56 from This Week in Wrestling. I'm Kurt. That's RK. We're the Top Rope Renegades, and we will talk to you next time.
This Week in Wrestling, hosted by Kurt and RK.